trust me?
You don't ever say that anyway.
Especially from Aaron.
Boom, boom. What's happening? We are not live yet, but we're not live yet. We're gonna be live soon. That camera, what's up with that? Is that good? It's on? It's just like here, just for sure. Yeah. Right on.
Distillery, small over Sonoma County.
We're having the best time at the very first Wine Country Distillery Festival.
The distilleries, wow. Food, wow. I'm having such a great time.
Distillery Festival was amazing. So great.
Best event of the year.
It was awesome. We love Sally Tomatoes. Sonoma Distilling is down the street, so good bourbon, good whiskey.
And for the 10-year anniversary of the Wine Country Distillery Festival.
What's happening? Brian Cary here from MicroShiner. I am here at the Wine Country Distillery Festival. We're gonna taste some spirits today, I think. It's gonna be awesome. Let's check it out. So what are you guys pouring here today?
So we're pouring our American Dry Gin. This is the first thing we have out on the market.
So we're pouring Redwood Empire Whiskey and also Benham's Gin.
These are our three liqueurs, apple pie, pomegranate, and black cherry, and they're brandy-based liqueurs.
This is the 10 to 15 year barrel aged, and then we have a 25 plus in barrel.
Boom. 25-year-old brandy.
This is our apple brandy. This was a collaboration with Sonoma Cider and ourselves.
So here we are with Charbet.
So that's our Charbet R5 whiskey. We actually get bottle-ready beer from Bear Republic. We turn on the still, and Marco doesn't stop distilling for 10 days straight.
We're here sampling all of our whiskeys, everything, of course, local. All of our products, from our vodka and gin to now our 4-year aged whiskeys.
What's your favorite bitter? I want to get in on this.
Yeah,
What's my favorite one?
What's your favorite bitter?
That's tough. I make them all, so it's a little bit, I'm biased, big time.
The makers in the house.
I would probably say the aromatic and the cherry cacao are my favorites right now. Yeah.
Falcon Spirits
Distillery.
You have quite the lineup though.
We have liqueurs, we have a little bit of brandy, we have aperitivo. So we try to source things, get them fresh, in season.
Right now we're doing all 5 of our spirits, and then we're also kicking it up a notch by doing an absinthe cocktail over here on this side of our
Shane's
booth.
over here killing it. I am with Dale from Valette in Hillsburg. Dale was one of the competitors for the bartending cocktail competition. Dale, how was it?
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, great event. Local distilleries, local bartenders, super, super cool.
Revive, we're made here locally in Petaluma. We are happy to be here and provide a little bit of an oasis for folks that are taking shots all the way down.
Well, Monarch was founded by this beautiful woman on the label, Phaedra. Wild, locally sourced, wild harvest bitters, and expanded into a line of easy to pour and easy to make cocktail syrups.
Valette, Hillsburg.
We brought pork. We got our little porchetta, copa, lomo, and salami. You can't go wrong with salami.
This is our line of Italian-style cheeses. All farmstead cow's milk cheeses.
What's happening? I'm here with Bitter Girl Bitters, and you are?
I'm the bitter girl.
You're the bitter girl.
So it combines my two favorite things, cocktails and gardening.
Our beverages make great, chasers and things you can combine things with, and probiotic, non-alcoholic.
Okay, probiotics. I'm all about it.
My experience has been that I've met a lot of professionals in the industry. I've met people who are bar managers that I've never connected with before, and I connected with them today.
Okay, which one's your favorite?
The cold brew coffee liqueur is my baby, and that's been my pet project for the last little bit, so that's my baby right now.
How's your festival been so far?
So far, so good. Everybody's doing what they should be doing, which is giving me booze.
Absolutely.
Which is great.
Absolutely.
What a great experience. Wonderful people, good distilleries.
The more rounds I go around the circle, the better it gets, I think.
Just got here, actually, but dove right in.
I'm here with the winner, Stephen Maduro, from Duke's Spirited Cocktails in Hillsborough, California, and Josh.
My Robin. Batman and Robin. I love it. I love
exactly
it.
it.
How was the competition, though? How was it working with the product?
It was wonderful. Charbet, everything is really wonderful. Their Meyer Lemon's fantastic.
We'll do it again next year.
I'm looking forward to it.
You know what I'm saying?
I need to defend the title, keep the belt.
Lindsay Musco.
Hello.
From Poppy and Vine. Don't worry, I have my own mic on as well. Lindsay, you killed it.
Have you had a chance to taste anything?
No, unfortunately,
No?
I haven't had a sip of alcohol.
Well, we should fix that.
I also haven't eaten, so I feel like that's a deadly combination. Like I might actually fall on my face.
You've done great work,
Thank
and
you.
this has been really fun.
Thanks for being a part of it. I'm excited for next year.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hot Pocket here. 100% organic. I'm here to let you know something. It's been a little cold, it's been a little windy. It's festival time here. Wine Country Distilling Festival. Get down there, get a sip, put your nose in a glass. Don't mess around with that other Go get yourself some 100% organic. The boys at MicroShiner putting a little live presentation on during the festival. Brought to you by our buddies at Big Match. They do all my posts, socials, everything. Well, my Uber's here. I'm about to have it ready to go. So, you get down there, don't be shy. My name is Hot Pocket, and I approve this message.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. And thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
What is she doing?
15 seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1. What's happening? We're doing it live.
We did it
live.
We're doing it.
We're doing it live. We're here. All right. Welcome to the Wine Country Distillery Festival. I'm Brian Cary from MicroShiner. This is.
I'm Emily Caruso, social media expert, blogger person.
I'm Aaron. I'm the talent, I think, but also big fan, supporter of MicroShiner.
Yeah, dude.
And here I am supporting you, Big Match Media, for what's going to be a fun day.
Thank you to Big Match Media for setting up this production. It looks beautiful. I think we're well lit. Are we not well lit? How do we sound? I think we sound great.
I'm shining.
Right?
If not, then you got to
message or let someone know if you can't.
Yeah, tell us how we
comment.
look. Compliments are welcome.
Yeah.
And feel free to comment on the bandana too. I get a lot of comments. It's this is how I do things. I'm dressing with a little bit of aloha today. Drink with aloha today.
Yes.
If you're here at the festival, drink with aloha. Or if you're drinking with us at home, drink with aloha.
If you're not at the festival, you're missing out because there's 20 some odd distilleries that are represented?
21.
21 to be exact.
21 distilleries.
Very
and
nice.
food and live music and everything's pretty much local Sonoma County.
Exactly. This is a local event and local distilleries. And you know what? Lindsay does a great job putting
Yeah,
this on.
she really does.
At
Yeah.
Poppy and Vine. Give her a shout out. Shout out to Lindsay. Killing
Lindsay's
it.
going to probably come on board here at some point in time. We'll get her to the stage. But basically, like, think Macy's Day Parade, I think Antique Roadshow. That's what's going to happen today.
Yeah.
I might go rogue. I might bounce around. I'll probably be eating and drinking. So it might get worse and worse throughout the
Oh
the
yeah,
show.
it's definitely going to get worse.
Oh, yeah.
There's
No,
also
it's
a
gonna be-
cocktail competition that
Yeah.
Brian's going to be judging here.
He is a
and
judge.
By
Yeah.
the time that actually happens, it may just have gone all wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this will be your how many times? You've done cocktail competitions judging how many times? You flew to San Diego to judge one time.
Yeah, no, I've judged quite a few cocktail competitions in my
What
day.
makes
Been
you an
to-
expert?
Yeah, I know. That's what I want to know.
Well, my liver will tell you. Yeah, I've done quite a few cocktails in terms of judging and competing in my former bar experience. But Lindsay and I were chatting, this is going to be a very different cocktail competition. In terms of normally they do one spirit. So mixologists, bartenders are restricted to one spirit, one ingredient. But here, it's kind of free reign. And it's
Anything goes,
it's
right?
it's going to be very humbling for the loser, unfortunately, because you're given an open book and you still you can't make it.
They could be
But
like the scale could be very
if
different.
they're here, if they're still here.
Yes.
They still are better than your average bartender.
Yes.
So,
we've got three great competitors out
Yeah.
here, but so Dukes in Healdsburg won it last year, Stephen Maduro, but he handed it off to a bar back that's up and coming.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yep.
Wow, that
And
is
so-
cool.
Yeah. So, but it's funny, like Steven's here and Josh, like the whole team.
Yeah.
Lauren's out there, like they're all supporting him.
Yeah.
Perch and Plow is back. Vallette, Brandon from Vallette's back there.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's gonna be solid here. So
Cool.
we're excited. But my favorite thing is I get to walk around.
Yeah.
You guys are stuck here.
Yeah.
I get to like go rogue. And,
Yeah.
and but I'll bring you
Hey,
snacks.
bring us cocktails,
Yeah.
bring us snacks,
Bring
we'll be
snacks,
fine.
all
Yeah.
that fun stuff here.
Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass off my judge badge to you. Because I
No.
think you're going to be out there. I think you could do it, too.
No.
Come on.
No.
What, you just don't want
My,
that power?
my taste buds are scorned from like the last week.
I'll do it.
Oh,
Yeah?
Emily's in. There we go.
All right.
Yeah.
We can
but-
co-judge.
So
No.
we got a few judges, but what's going to happen? Hopefully, and for if you tune in, if you're viewing, I'm going to probably bring the cocktails back, and then we'll do some shots out there.
Okay.
And we'll actually interview the bartenders, and
Yeah.
once again, like for me, living in Sonoma County for so long, and I live in the city now, San Francisco. But when you come back to Sonoma, it's like your home. It's like everybody
Yeah.
you walk in
100%.
this door, everybody knows everybody. If you're a stranger, if you're flying in from Manhattan for the weekend, you will walk away with like about 200 friends.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's like legit how Sonoma County is,
Yeah.
which is what's so special up here. So,
That's great.
but especially when you add some booze.
Yep.
So, if you're at home potentially watching this, you should probably, if you're within like a 20-mile radius, you can get down here.
Yeah,
You can
there's
get-
still tickets available at
Yep.
the door. You can also
I
get
think you got an hour.
designated driver's ticket
Yeah.
if you just want to come and bring your friends and eat some food. You can get a
No.
cheaper ticket by being a DD. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free,
Drink
free-
responsibly.
It's like a cheap ticket for a DD, right?
Yeah.
It's like $15. It's unlimited food and other stuff. And
Yeah.
it's not just all spirits and alcohol. There's like ginger elixirs or vinegar elixirs I saw.
Yeah.
A
There's some
couple
really
different
good
things.
coffee, food trucks outside. There's
Yeah.
a lot to do.
A lot to do here. But Lindsay does a great job, absolutely.
Awesome. Should we get started? Do you want to go hit the floor?
Are you kicking me out of the... I'm comfortable now.
Get
I
the
don't
hell
know.
I feel like
out
you're
of
kind
here.
of being annoying.
No.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm
let's
out.
let's
I'm
go
out.
hit the floor.
Whatever.
And
We need
do
more
you want to do me a
cocktails.
fave? Do you want to do me a skinny and send somebody over here?
I
Send
can
maybe
probably
Jen?
go find someone. Okay, so I know Griffo Distillery's here.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, send that girl
so
over.
Griffo...
Yeah.
Griffo has an amazing
Okay.
distillery down in Petaluma. I'm gonna go grab Jenny. What's funny is she came up to me earlier and she's like, "Aaron, like we're overrun today at the tasting room. I have to probably go back early, so we're gonna pull her down first here." I got my boy Nick. I don't know where he's at. He's gonna do his thing here. We got Walter kind of peeping right here too. I don't know if I think he kind of wants a quick cameo. It's kind of what I think he wants.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So
jump in?
let's grab
Okay.
Walter first. He's here. Why not?
Sounds
here.
good.
So I'm out. I'm getting my piece. Here we go.
All right. Sounds good, dude. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, Walter.
Look at that.
Come on
fancy
down.
lab coat. I love it.
Walter. Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself, sir.
So my name is Walter Moore.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get in there.
My name is Walter Moore.
Okay.
And I am working with Gin 209 today.
Okay.
Through Vintage Wine Estates. They're the ones that own that brand, as well as the Splinter Group, which makes some amazing whiskeys that are sourced out of Kentucky. But they bring those barrels back and they finish them. They finish blending and then resting them in wine casks.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Napa.
Do you want to go grab a bottle really quick?
Oh my gosh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, go
I'll be
grab
right
one.
back.
Yeah,
I was just
come right
drinking.
back. Come right back.
Having a good time.
Yeah. Let's get
You know what's kind of funny is that since you and I have both worked in like the customer service, like restaurant and bar industry in Sonoma County for so long, how many of like your old coworkers have you run into here so far?
I know. No, it's so. I mean, naturally with MicroShiner, I've done several podcasts with a lot of these people, so they're all familiar faces. We know each other.
Yeah.
We all have like inside jokes, but at the same time, bumping into actual bartenders,
either coworkers or
bar
regulars
backs
that
I've
sat at
worked
your
with.
bar.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so funny. No, there's definitely some Sonoma County, I guess, all-stars maybe, or celebrities in the hospitality industry. But
Yeah, sure.
yeah. So, did you get some food before we sat down?
I did. I ate some pork sliders, but I'm really looking forward to trying out the food trucks later. We've got some really, really great people outside that I'm excited to tell everyone about. Definitely Wingman is here. I'm so excited to have some crispy wings. They also have a restaurant in Katati that you guys should check out if you ever get a chance to. But the reason why I love Wingman is they don't do anything frozen. So none of their chicken is frozen ever. So it's always fresh, and it's actually a challenge to get chicken as a restaurant and not have it be frozen first. So I think that's pretty cool that they do that way.
That is. No, I never thought about that.
It doesn't taste the same.
Okay. Huh.
According to the experts.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm a wing expert, but I do like me a chicken wing. So.
Okay, cool. Here comes Walter.
Ooh, yum.
All right.
Oh my
Walter,
gosh.
sit. Fantastic.
How cute.
I left without the tools in my
Okay,
trade.
awesome.
Why do you think the lab coat is perfect, right?
There you go.
2 bottles.
Okay.
So tell us a little bit about these cocktails.
Give us the brief rundown. What do we have in front of us?
So we're gonna work backwards. Talk about the cocktail real quick. So these are Scott Beatty originals. So
Scott Beatty.
Scott Beatty,
Another
legend.
celebrity in the hospitality industry. We were just
sure
talking
is.
about it.
He's a master mixologist, and oh, there we go.
There we go.
So what we have over here is a Gin 209 Meyer Lemon Sour.
Okay.
And
Can I go for it?
yeah,
Okay.
please. He's infused Meyer lemons in the gin for many days. The whiskey drink, which is a
Oh my gosh.
Seville Orange Old Fashioned, right? And with both of these, we're highlighting citrus as being
Yes.
That's fantastic.
That is like so perfectly mixed too.
I know.
Well,
It's
Scott,
just like, that's dangerous.
it's about
Meyer.
balance, right? I think
The
there's
Meyer
a lot
lemon.
of people who make cocktails that are too sweet. As we know, they put a little too much. So I'll just leave it at that. These are very dry, balanced cocktails.
Absolutely.
Right?
All right, so what's this guy?
He's infused, so Scott has infused the bourbon with Seville oranges for a week.
Seville.
Right? Seville.
What is a Seville orange?
That's a really good question. I'm going to have to ask Scott exactly. I think that is the typical. I think of them as Valencia oranges, actually.
All right. That's it's almost like soft and creamy. It's like I am tasty. Yeah, we need to get a shot
I think
of that.
both of you are super
Oh, yeah,
tasty.
maybe later. So that is a
Are you
very
saying
nice,
mouthfeel wise?
It's very like viscous
Oh my
almost.
gosh.
You know?
That tastes like Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are holiday spices in it too. So it warms up. So we were at the Science of the Cocktails last night, and so this was part of our theme was extraction.
Okay.
Of oils. So we also with the bay laurel, of course, we're smacking it or hitting it with something to kind of get those oils going, right?
That's great.
And then they're using a brand for the for this little guy here.
Oh, nice.
You know.
Very cool.
So it also adds another dimension to it. But he throws in at the end. He does blend in some clove and some cinnamon and some
That's
anise.
it. I definitely
star
taste
anise.
that. It's so good.
But you can't have a great cocktail without great spirits, right?
Yes.
And a lot of spirits are out of balance, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And these are extremely well balanced. And why is that? Because you've got Arne Hilsland, the master distiller of 209.
Yeah.
And he's been doing this for so many years.
A beautiful
he's
distillery too in San Francisco.
Thank you.
It's
Pier
a
50.
fantastic spot. Beautiful. You get a chance.
Anyone
check
come,
it out.
reach out to me. You can come.
Beautiful stuff.
And then the bourbon is very special too. The palate of the line of bourbons, there's Slaughterhouse Straight Edge, which is the bourbon, and then they also make a rye called Whipsaw. Is from the impeccable palate of Bob Cabral, who was the first winemaker to make a 100-point Pinot Noir.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So
Bob
he's with
Cabral.
William Sellium.
Know him well.
So he
Not really.
sources, he literally sources the trees for
Right.
the barrels that he makes in his wine consulting, and then he'll use those after 2 or 3 years for the whiskey program.
Oh,
So
Right.
so super high quality wood, not using
That's awesome.
all sorts of stuff people put in booze. These are authentic and original.
I mean, I think Bob Cabral can do no wrong, unfortunately. But well, Walter.
Wait, we have a question.
Okay.
We're gonna be asking everybody
Oh,
that
yeah,
comes up to visit us today. If it was your last day on Earth, what would your very last cocktail be?
Last cocktail. Pisco Sour.
Pisco Sour, brother.
It might be a mix of Pisco Sour and a Pisco Punch, just because.
Yeah.
That's my jam. Pisco. It most likely would not be a cocktail though. If I had an actual drink, it would be straight. And it would be a straight.
There you go.
Campo de Encanto Pisco. What can I say?
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
There's nothing like it in the world.
The
There's
best,
nothing like it in
best
world.
Pisco ever.
And if it's your last day on Earth, you're probably like gonna pound a few, right?
Yeah.
No doubt.
Why not?
No doubt. No doubt.
Awesome. Well,
thank you so much.
Well,
for
Walter,
this.
thank
Appreciate
you
it.
so much for
Cheers.
joining us.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, we're going to take it away to Aaron, who's actually out at the cocktail competition. Thanks, man. All right, take it away, Aaron.
Thank you.
Let's do it.
I want that one. That's more my jam. I don't do too well
Okay,
with the
so
whiskeys.
hold on.
Oh.
We're still
We've got
live.
this amazing setup in
and
the lobby.
we're going to keep on drinking.
Got this. In Healdsburg, Valette, boom, doing his little recipe, and I'm sure Nick will get a spot of that here. We got PJ from Perch and Plow. You can basically so it's not using the if you don't
Nice to meet you, Jenny.
Jenny, Brian, nice to meet you. Excellent. So, Jenny, what are we doing here today?
So this is our cold brew coffee liqueur.
Okay.
We do this product in partnership with Equator Coffee and Tea, and
Okay.
we use our vodka as the base. It's a really fun spirit to drink straight over ice cream. We've discovered any rum cocktail, you take out the rum and you put this in, and it's like a brain explosion. My favorite cocktail right now is 1 part cold brew coffee liqueur, 1 part vodka, and 2 parts horchata.
Okay.
Really fun.
That sounds delicious.
Excellent.
That's right
Okay.
up there. Can I pour a taste for you guys?
Let's pour a little taste. Here, hold on. I'll
Does
just
it say
use my
lipstick
fine
on there?
shirt.
That's really classy. I like that. That's a good
This
look.
is super classy. There we go. Give it a little sample.
There we go.
So are you guys still in your original location when you first started?
Yeah.
I love that tasting room.
Oh, thank you.
It's like so raw. I love it.
Yeah. We're really kind of a grassroots company.
Yeah, totally.
Every day just scrappy, trying to make the best liqueur we can.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
And I love this logo.
Thank you.
So good.
I love this one in particular with the red and the black with the equator colors.
That's
It's really
great.
cool.
That is really good.
Thank you.
It is like a cup of coffee. It is like, but it's not like
gosh,
over
the
bitter.
nose on it,
It's
right?
a perfect.
So we use Equator Coffee's Mocha Java beans to make this product.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a lot of fun. That is
my
a
gosh.
nice, rich product.
Right?
So tell me about Griffo.
Yeah, so my husband Mike and I started it about 6 years ago.
Okay.
We had a 3-month-old at the time, and now we have 3 kids, 1, 3, and 6. So we always know the age of the distillery by the age of our oldest.
Okay.
It's a really smart way to start a business with a little baby. It's brilliant.
Right.
But so, we've just slowly grown ourselves. We were in there with an excavator, digging our own trench drain.
Okay.
So we have no investors. It's just us every day hustling to make this company work. But you can come in and visit us anytime, Friday through Sunday, 12 to 6. And we just launched our Spirit Club about a month ago.
Okay.
So now you can get really big discounts by being a member throughout the year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you're in Petaluma, right?
We are,
Okay,
yeah. We're
Petaluma.
right across the street from Lagunitas and down the road from Hen House Brewery.
Fantastic.
Yeah, how are things going on the street over there?
With 101 closing, it was really sad. We kind of, Petaluma Hills, what used to be on the corner, and then it was us and 101, and now both of them are gone, and we're remaining, and we miss them.
I miss them too.
Yeah, they're great guys making great beer. Yeah. But it's great to have Hen House on the corner.
Right.
They're killing it. They had a line around the corner today for their chicken.
Big chicken.
Yeah.
Big chicken.
Yeah, I mean, the local beer scene is awesome, but the local craft spirit scene is getting awesomer, if that's a word. It's awesome. It's so, it's fantastic to see them. I say awesome a lot. It's fantastic to see all these craft spirits. And, even for instance, this festival, I think there was maybe 15 distilleries last year. Now there's 21.
Wow.
So the numbers
Yeah.
are growing.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic.
I think it's really exciting to see all the synergy between the different businesses. So our stout beer that we're pouring, our stout beer whiskey that we're pouring here today was actually started out as a partnership with 101 North.
Right.
And then we had our Belgian Hen, which was a whiskey we did in partnership with Hen House Brewery. And so I think what they're doing fuels what we're doing fuels what they're doing.
And you're also seeing a lot more local spirits on the shelves in restaurants now than that weren't there a couple years ago. So that's
Exactly.
really cool. All this local support is just
So I have a fun story.
awesome.
So I went to New Jersey recently, did a bunch of podcasts, right? And it's very funny how the branding works. It's like, so if you've ever been to Newark Airport, every single seat has a tablet in front of it, and you can order cocktails anywhere in the restaurant or anywhere in the hotel, in the terminal, anywhere.
Really?
And there's like a bar, satellite bar, that'll just bring it over to you. But it's only Constellation brand, only Pernod Ricard. So these big companies are taking over.
Yes.
And it's like, what kind of bar are you going to be? Pernod Ricard, Constellation.
Yep.
Or are you gonna try to be craft? You know, it's a struggle for the craft brands.
It's so brutal.
Yeah.
It's so brutal out there.
Yeah.
And that's why we started out with more of a sales approach and hiring a sales team and trying to get out there. And the more we grow, the more we are realizing that we care about our local community more than anything else.
Yeah.
So we built out our tasting room to have these big events. We're launching a 200 person event space next door.
Yeah.
For music. We do comedy shows. And bringing people into us is how we're trying to survive what the big guys are trying to do to us.
Yeah.
But it's also why events like this are so amazing, because we're not competitive with each other out here. We're all looking each other up. I repost what Spiritworks is doing on our page and say, guys, check out this great spirit they just made. And so that's almost our best weapon against these big guys is teaming up together and showing them what good spirits
Exactly.
are. Right?
Fantastic. Well, I think we're going to take it away to Erin again, I think, in a little bit.
Hold on, we got to ask her our
Oh, yeah,
question.
sorry. We always have this question. Thank you. Sorry,
Okay, we're going to ask everybody that comes up and visits. Okay. If it was your last day on Earth, what would your very last cocktail be?
Oh my God.
So,
My very last cocktail, I gotta say it'd be a margarita.
A margarita.
Rock
nice.
salt.
margarita. All
Salt
right.
or no salt?
Salt.
Okay.
Lots.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for swinging by.
You guys,
Thank
nice
you.
to meet you.
Delicious.
Okay, cool. Cheers again. Awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, you guys.
And yeah, thank you for leaving that little sip.
Yeah, a little pick me up with all this.
I know.
Put you down.
Right? Exactly. Keep
For
me
sure.
going. Keep me going. Yeah,
Got
bud.
enough? Yeah.
Alan's got to try. Crew's got to try. Get in it,
Just
bud.
passing booze over to our cameraman.
Thanks, you guys, for having us on.
So good. So good.
Today's really fun. Cool.
All right, Erin. Send it over to Erin.
Pushing out to Napa. Beautiful distillery, Hansen family. I'm here with Sarah, who's representing Hansen family. She's a one-man show today, which is super impressive, right? She's doing this by herself here. So I'm going to give her the mic and just give a little history on Hansen. Hansen's an amazing story, family kind of driven here, but they have some amazing vodkas. If you like mixing vodkas, doing some crazy varietals, I just gave my cameraman, sorry Brian, a little taste of the Mandarin, but we do, they have a hot pepper one, a spicy, all that. Cheers. But I'm going to hand it over to Sarah. So,
Alrighty. Hi, everybody. So Hansen is a family-run and owned business. Everything's small batch still. So we do a certified organic grape-based vodka. We make a full wine first, exactly like you'd make a wine, and then we distill that wine into vodka. So with our flavors, we're using all of the real fruit, root, and vegetable ingredients, nothing artificial, and no sugar. Which is changing the perception of flavored spirits.
we're good. So I've been to their location, their tasting room. Super great spot. If you're out visiting wine country and you're bouncing around the your Carneros region is where you're based out of. So you're bouncing around Carneros and you just want to pull in somewhere, like you got somebody in your party that like, I'm done with wine, like Russian River Pinot and Carneros Pinot I'm done with. Great spot though. Huge facility though. So what is your favorite vodka and why?
Oh gosh, I have a few favorites, but I do think usually in our lineup we have 7 flavors, so I think there's one for every day of the week, depending on the mood and the day. I'd say my top 3 are ginger is now one of our seasonal ones, so that's not on the main line, but ginger, habanero, and espresso. Espresso you can put in your morning coffee and just get going.
So Sarah's an alcoholic. She is doing habanero in the evenings, and she's doing espresso in the mornings. On a Sunday. Okay, she's a champion here. No, but really great spot. They're labeling, but I've been in Safeways, and you can find this. Like, this isn't, you can come to a distillery, and that's the way to go. Go visit the distillery like you do a winery. It's so much more special, but you can literally go to a Safeway, and they carry what? Not all 7, but probably 1 or 2, right?
Usually the original and the cucumber are the top flavors that are in Safeway, Whole Foods. So if you want to try any of our other flavors, it's good to come to the distillery. You can taste them all. They're all $30 a bottle, and even if you buy 3 bottles, we do a special. We waive your tasting, $25 off. So it's good.
So how many total employees with Hansen family?
Oh, not many. Oh God, I'd say there's maybe 16.
So 16, okay, so why I'm bringing this up here is when you talk about craft, distilleries and all that, you can go get your Kettle One botanicals, whatever, but if you want an amazing cucumber infused or you want an espresso vodka, I mean, like, come on. And you can get this at your local grocery here, and you're supporting Sarah, so many others, so nice here.
We're also the first certified non-GMO spirit in the U.S. Everything is done by hand, so we literally hand cut and peel cucumbers, de-seed them, chop them into harder, meatier pieces, and they soak in the vodka for 7 weeks. Strain them out and add some mint to the end. And so that's the Hansen family members. There's 4 siblings. Mom and dad are also very involved, and then maybe 4 other people that help them do all the hand cutting and peeling, the laborious work. And then we have about 5 people in the tasting rooms, or 6.
Very nice here. So great display here. Once again, you support your local festivals, come out. What's amazing is I'm plugged into the main booth. I don't know what's happening with Emily and Brian, but they're having a hell of a time. I don't know if it's because We have a new vendor on site. I don't know what's happening, but super stoked here. We're going to kind of walk around here. We might pop through. Sarah, thank you so much for sharing your spirits with us here. We'll always grab a drink at Hanson, but when you're coming through, definitely stop through here. But hey, back to you, Brian, in the booth. If you're ready for me, it's coming at you here. All right.
Okay, and we're back.
Yes. Hello.
With Jenny from Charbet.
Hello.
Jenny, okay, talk about yourself a little bit.
I'm Jenny. I'm with Charbet. My husband couldn't come today because he's at home with a broken leg.
Oh.
But he's 13th generation master distiller in his family.
Okay.
He's been distilling with his dad since he was 10. And he specializes in whiskeys that are distilled from bottle ready beer and vodkas that are flavored with real fruit and tea. That's kind of our thing.
Fantastic. So I think we actually have some Charbet in this, or the
Yes,
R5's in
oh,
there.
good.
That is R5 already.
Oh, good.
Perfect. So he broke his leg? Sorry.
He did.
He broke his leg? Was that in Mexico?
No.
Fishing probably or something?
We were sober, and he fell off his bike, and it wasn't motorized.
Oh.
It was really like just an awful situation that he is really not happy about. But
Okay, yeah.
he wanted to be here. He
Yeah,
said to say hi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Marco. Hi.
We're missing you,
Over
Marco.
here. Hi. Awesome. Okay. So, tell us about the R5. I mean, we know so much. I know so much about it. I love it. So this is for the viewers.
Yeah, so this was actually the second whiskey that we distilled from bottle ready beer. We have a great relationship with Bear Republic Brewery, and we like to distill their beer into whiskey. So we actually get Racer 5 beer in a tanker, but it's carbonated like it's going to the bottling line, but it comes to us instead, and then we distill it. So this is our 5th release of the R5, and one thing that's special about it is we're actually donating $10,000 to Stand for Kindness, which is fire relief.
Wow,
that's so cool.
That is
so
cool.
That's what this label is here. But it's delicious. It's 99 proof. You would never know it. It's kind of dangerous because once you start drinking it really starts going down like water after a while. But yeah, Mark always says if you start with delicious, you distill delicious.
You
so
get
if you start with a really great
delicious.
beer like Bear Republic Racer 5 IPA, you're gonna get a great
That's
whiskey.
so good.
It's a classic.
That is
and
good.
our still is a classic cognac still, which is built to concentrate flavors. That's what it does. So it's like a match made in heaven for this whiskey.
Very cool.
And
That's
it's a
awesome.
beautiful bottle. Thank you. Bottle designed by 4-Part Design.
Wow. Wait. Who did the design?
4-Part Design.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
They're out of Sausalito.
Okay.
They also did our Doubled and Twisted, and they revamped our vodka label as well.
Okay. Fantastic.
I might need to taste that. I'm a little parched.
Yeah. Help yourself.
So we're asking everybody that comes up and visits us, if it was your very last day on Earth, what would your last cocktail be?
Cocktail or spirit?
Whatever. What would your last drink be?
I was actually asked this recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I have to say, it's Marco's Pilsner whiskey. So in '99, he took 20,000 gallons of bottle ready beer and distilled it into 1,000 gallons of whiskey.
Okay.
Wow. And we released it in 5 different releases. But the first one, so good. It was 2 years old. It was full barrel strength, uncut, unfiltered, just gorgeous whiskey. You can't find anywhere. It had a beautiful gold top, hand painted gold top. That's my all-time favorite.
Do you have any like bottles saved for a rainy day? Maybe.
I think I could probably find a couple.
That's so fun.
Hold on to that.
That's great.
Yeah, they're hidden.
Good.
Okay. Well, we should check in with Aaron and see where he's at. Okay. Never mind. He needs some time. But Jenny, okay. So, how was your last trip to Mexico?
Oh, it was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had about.
Bring some booze with you?
We did. We actually had a lot of people bring booze in with them, so we kind of front-loaded everybody because you can only bring in, a certain amount per person.
Right.
So we gave out to all our friends before we left, and so everybody brought them down. So we had Lots and lots of Chardonnay, lots of tequila Tapatio. We had about 50 people there. I love this song. I love this song.
You love this song?
I know this song. And I win.
There we go.
Okay, well, Jenny, let's do this. Let's cut to
Dustin
commercial.
Saylor, everybody.
Let's cut to commercial.
Okay.
We know your cocktail. I love your product. I love our pie.
Thank you so much for coming and visiting with us.
Thanks for having us. No, definitely. Cheers. All right.
Cheers.
We'll see you after this commercial. What's happening, everyone? I'm Brian Cary, co-founder of MicroShiner.com, and today I am at the offices and studio of MicroShiner. We're here because I'm going to tell you and show you how our new app works. I have a cocktail party I have to go to tonight. When I go to these cocktail events, I don't like to show up with that wholesale handle of vodka. You all know the one I'm talking about. I prefer to support local, small batch craft companies, especially when it comes to my drinks. Where can you find local craft spirits, you ask? Boom, MicroFinder. Instantly pulls up a map with all the local craft distilleries in your area. I found mine. That is actually 7.2 miles away. And we're gonna go check them out now. Oh look, here's my ride. Are you Brian? I certainly am. Hop on in. We are en route to Spiritworks Distillery in Sebastopol, California. And about how far out are we?
We are about 5 minutes out, sir.
Sick, I'm excited. Now I know what you're thinking. This guy lives in a town that is surrounded by craft distilleries, and this is true. 10 years ago, there was only a handful of craft distilleries in the US. Since then, the feds have changed the laws, making it easier to open a craft distillery. So I guarantee you, if you were to download the app, you could find a distillery that's within driving distance. Check it out.
All right, here we are, sir. Spiritworks Distillery.
Awesome. Thank you, my friend. Do you want to come taste some craft spirits?
I wish.
Right, it's not a good idea to drink and drive.
No, not at all.
But you do get 5 stars.
Absolutely, man. Have a good time. Appreciate
Cheers.
it.
Thanks. Well, here we are at Spiritworks Distillery in Sebastopol, California. Thanks to the MicroFinder app. Let's go see what craft spirit magic they have for us today. I love Timo and Ashby. They have such a great place and they do so much for their community. I picked up a bottle of barrel gin for the ladies. Maybe I'll make a Collins of some kind. And a nice bottle of whiskey for those who prefer just a few cubes. Now that I've shown you the basics of the MicroFinder app, the reality is this app is capable of so much more. And that's where you come in. We need your help, especially you, lovers of all things craft, local, and independent, to help us get micro distilleries from every town included in MicroFinder. Maybe even your business. Not to mention spread the word to the people so spirit lovers everywhere will have access to local craft businesses all vetted by MicroShiner right at their fingertips anywhere in the world. I'm off to go get my craft cocktail on. Can't wait to make fun of the wholesale handle man because there's always one. Cheers, friends.
Been silk screening since 1982, so it's kind of secondhand for me. It's all I really know. Wade's been doing it for 15 years. I found out about silk screening in art school. I took so well to it, I became a teacher's assistant, started my own company. It just kind of grew from there. The craft of silk screening is very computer and it's very tech, but we're kind of more primitive in that way. We like printing things that have meaning and they're intricate, but we're keeping it kind of homegrown like we're so used to. And it works. It's still the same basic process to get from artwork to ink to cotton to body. So we just keep that simplicity about it. And of course, let them leave with a smile on their face. My favorite part about silk screening is every day is a different day. Every job that comes through here is kind of a building block challenge to start to finish their product. The clients make your pace. They give you a deadline. But all in all, it's still coming in, taking care of business, listening to your own music, hanging out with cool people, doing crazy things like this. And of course, the artistic side of things. And you gotta pay bills. You know, we're down here at 3100 Dutton Avenue, number 106, here in Santa Rosa, right off the Auto Row. There's no job that's too small or no job that's too big. Come visit us.
Here, MicroShiner, Big Match Media, doing some fun stuff here. But I'm here with last year's winner of the cocktail competition, representing Dukes and Healdsburg. We have Steven Maduro. So welcome, Steven.
Oh, thanks for having me here. Awesome to be on this side of it this year. Pass the torch on to Damon. Have him compete for us this year. I get to actually tour around and enjoy this a little bit more.
So last year, all he did was work. Okay, so just pumping out cocktails, giving out drinks, and you didn't have a chance to really mingle. Actually, I did see you and Josh towards the end, just kind of just bouncing around here. But just like you saw the cocktail competition last year, and we had a few more competitors. We're definitely a little more concise space this year, which is nice. It's more condensed, more vendors. But just kind of give me like what you thought of I'm sure you tasted all the cocktails, right?
Cocktails this year, not quite as many as last year, but all of them really on point and really beautiful. I think PJ did a fantastic job with his of making it delicate, pretty, and really, really nice. Dale's is just like strong, really big, like nice spiritus cocktail. Yeah. And Damon's coming in with like light, refreshing, little bit of spice, fruity, easy drinking as well. They've all done a really, really wonderful job.
So last year you all had to use Charbet. You had the art. I think it was the art. What was it? No, it was the Meyer Lemon Charbet, and everybody had to use the same spirit. In most cocktail competitions, it's designed with one simple ingredient that you build around.
Common one that everyone's using,
And so what's cool this year was it was like freedom, right?
Yes, this year it was a few different vendors who are actually here right now, but a few different people that were paired with the different bidders and different bartenders from the bars. Yeah. So it's different spirits being showcased over there. Just kind of cool to actually give that little bit of an edge where it's like, hey, you have all kinds of different representations, not of the same spirit, but of different ones from here in Sonoma County. Yeah.
So super cool. Love what we're doing here. I mean, you come to a festival like this, you get to try spirits at their core. You also get to walk around, try a cocktail. We're going to pop around. I know my cameraman's hungry, so I'm going to give him some food here in a minute. But we also here at King Floyd's here, and this is Zoe. So Zoe's doing, it's all about kind of the aperitifs, all that, but I'm going to let her just give a little heads up, and then we're going to kick back here. So this is Zoe.
Hey, nice to meet you. Thanks for coming.
Nice to meet you as well here. So what are you cooking up today?
Right now, I'm just sharing some of our cherry cacao bitters with a little bit of bourbon mixed in. And this one is one of my favorites that I drink at home all the time.
So we're going to let Steven be the judge of it, if he loves it or not. This is a master bartender at Dukes in Healdsburg. Let's give a shout out to Dukes in Healdsburg, representing as always here. But I think we have King Floyd's back at the booth here. I'm going to kick it back to Brian and the team there. Hey, but thanks for joining us here. We're going to shoot back to you all, and we'll pop around. We're going to get some food now. Thanks. Cheers.
All right, we are back here with King Floyd's Bitters. You guys want to tell us a little bit about who you are and why you started Bitters?
Sure. My name is Lawrence, and this is Biambu.
Biambu.
We'll go through his name a couple of times before the end of the interview. I've been in the herbal extract business for many, many years. Medicinal herbal extracts. That kind of led into just a love for bitters. That kind of led into making them for gifts and things like that. And then Biambu and I, about 3 years ago, started making them commercially. I'm air quotes there. So now we have about 8 different flavors. We started off with the one in front of us, which is the aromatic bitters, about 9 9 different herbs and spices in there, and about a 3-year process in terms of getting to the right recipe that's well balanced and makes a cocktail as complex as possible. And so, yeah, and then after a while, we started developing more flavors. Biambu brought grapefruit rosemary.
This one here is our newest flavor, grapefruit and rosemary. And it's got organic ruby red grapefruits in it, and then rosemary from my backyard. So it's very personal. Each one of these bottles is very personal.
That's so cool. So I have a personal love for bitters that I've had since I was 15 years old when I first started working in restaurants, and I survived off of bitters and soda water and lime that got me through a lot of hangovers back in the day. So.
Yep. Actually, that is one of my favorite drinks as well, as we were discussing.
Good.
Yeah.
It's a classic.
We have to educate a lot of people sometimes. They come in, what are bitters?
Right.
And you have to tell them, well, they're for cocktails, and you can elevate the flavor of your spirit or whatnot, but you can also put them in soda water, or you can cook with them, or
So tell those of us who don't know, also me, what are the most popular cocktails that one would make with bitters?
Well, old-fashioned Manhattan, hands down. That is, you have to have bitters in those. Yeah, that's what defines them. And then, of course, many, many craft cocktails. We make today we're serving, for instance, a cardamom martini made with a little bit of elderflower liqueur, a great gin, Hobbs gin, and then we use our cardamom bitters in there. It's absolutely delicious.
Yeah, it's really
Lemon
nice.
twist.
We're gonna need one of those.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Absolutely.
That's a popular one.
Yeah, cardamom. I mean, you can't go wrong with that spice. It's in a lot of stuff.
You put in your coffee, whatever, right?
And actually, my sister put some cardamom bitters in whipping cream and then put that on pumpkin pie. So again, lots of different applications.
Forget about it. So many. I'm learning so much today about spirits and everything. All right, cardamom
How long have you guys been doing this?
I can just put that on my
We officially launched in June. Like I say, I've been making them about 6 or 7 years as a hobby.
Yeah.
So and then
How did you get into that as a hobby?
Well, but my other
He's a
business,
sick man.
Just yeah, right. It's so I've been in the medicinal herbal extract business since about the mid '90s.
Okay.
And so when you go to a store and buy echinacea or kava or any of these type of medicinal, stuff, valerian, something to make you sleep or whatever, that type of thing. That's a business I've been in for many years, representing a manufacturer of those type of things. The owner of that company, his name is Mitch Coven. He's really the one that turned me on to bitters and cocktails and for health purposes, digestive type thing and so forth. So that's kind of how I got in. I love cocktails too.
Okay, so do you have
real
anything
truth.
with turmeric in it? Or turmeric?
Well,
Is it
no,
blue?
we
Not
don't.
right at this.
It's a good
Turmeric,
anti-inflammatory, right?
Yeah.
Inflammatory. Yeah, inflammatory.
I've heard some
maybe
things about turmeric.
turmeric. Yeah, it's hard to make a cocktail taste good with turmeric in it, honestly.
I'll make you some turmeric, especially for you, especially for your home bar.
So we've been asking everybody that's come up and visit, if it was your last day on Earth, what would your very last cocktail be?
Oh
wow!
Gosh.
You gotta check in with Aaron.
That's like impossible.
I guess I would say, I don't know. It depends on what's going to happen at the last moment.
Right.
It's like is this a painful death you're talking about, or is it? Okay.
Last day on Earth.
I'd probably go.
It's a great death.
I'd probably go with a grapefruit rosemary drink.
I'm gonna go. Keep it simple, an old-fashioned. I love old-fashions.
Yeah.
With a really good bourbon. Maybe, what's that bourbon that's like $50 a shot? Oh, God, I'm blanking out on it right now. But, yeah, I'd want that.
Okay.
Something expensive.
Yeah.
Well, we're so excited to try this. I can't
Awesome. Excellent.
Well,
An awesome label, too.
Are you guys doing cocktails at your booth right now?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely,
We're
yeah.
serving about
We're
5
gonna swing
different.
by, for sure.
We try to do a cocktail highlighting every bitter.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The packaging was inspired by San Francisco, the Barbary Coast, and things like that. So that's where
the old
Pink Floyd is
apothecary.
from. Kind of apothecary style to it, and we just flat out just make the best possible product we can.
Yeah, it's cool.
Well, thank
All
you
right,
guys so much.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
We're gonna send it over to Aaron.
Boom.
And he's out somewhere.
Thank you,
I can't wait to
Lindsay.
see where
Great
he's at.
event.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Are we good? Are we live? Here we are. We are still out here at the Wine Country Distillery Festival. So it's a pretty big event. We got a small, tight space. But point being, though, there's a ton of vendors. Like I said, 21 spirit companies here. We got food vendors and all that here. So I am here with Herlinda. And I grabbed Herlinda for a couple of reasons. Number one, she keeps kind of walking around like, what are you doing? What's happening? And I think she's very intrigued about what we got going on right here. But number two, she's a judge. So you know your spirits, correct? And she's also drinking in a fancy glass, and so am I. And we got it made. So
One of the benefits of judging the cocktail competition.
So Herlinda's a judge here. So I want to start first here. Just kind of give us a little bit about yourself here.
So I co-host on KSRO Radio here in Sonoma County. I co-host Brew Ha Ha, which is a radio show about craft beer, spirits, sake, and cider and travel. And I'm a certified cider judge. I coordinate the craft beer program, appreciation program for Sonoma State University. And I judge beer and food all over the world.
Yeah.
So
I
fun.
judge beer and food constantly too, but in a whole different way. My question. So KSO though, amazing radio station, local. KSRO is amazing. If you are local here, I'm gonna have you step aside just a little bit. But KSRO, amazing radio station, independent, right? It's a.
Well, it's locally owned, and we have several different radio stations there: country music, rock, classic rock, hip hop, all those kind of things. But then my radio station is News Talk Radio. On my segment, we get to do a whole hour about craft beer, all the local ciders, as well as international beers and ciders. We've had sake producers on, spirits, so of course. And then we had Poppy and Vine on about the Sonoma County wine, the wine distillery program here, the competition.
One of the things people don't understand is like when you're trying to build an event, which this is the second year of this, it's not about like social media is great, it's networking, all that, but there's a lot of just public ads. It's your space, your public, Press Democrat, Caruso. We're literally, Lindsay's been reaching out to build this event, and it's grown. We had a bigger space last year, but it's definitely grown. Been an amazing event here. So I have to ask, you did the cocktail competition. Favorite cocktail, why, and who was like the surprise shot?
Okay. Well, they were all really great. So they were using a lot of local spirits and gins and things like that, and yuzu syrup and fresh ginger. I really enjoyed all of them. But the Duke's bar up in Healdsburg, California.
We have a lot of people coming through. This guy's got a Fun Meter shirt on. You know he's having a good time here. Just limbo, folks. Just limbo. There we go.
There we go. So I really enjoyed. He was doing fresh ginger juice. He had beautiful glasses for every judge. He knew what he was talking. Like each part of the drink, he was talking about what was going in it and why. Yeah. Also, why? Not just what was in it, but for acidity and for balance and things like that as well. And I really appreciated that. Yeah.
So point being, though, we got some amazing cocktails. I think we got Alley 6, local Healdsburg, back there. We're going to kick back. Appreciate you tuning in. Thank you. She's heading out of the country to judge beers here shortly. But in Italy, right?
Yeah, so I'm heading. I leave tomorrow. I didn't want to have too much of I wanted to feel good enough to do some more packing. But I am judging the National Beer Competition in Italy in Rimini tomorrow.
Yeah, so back to you, Brian, in the studio. Thanks so much. Keep your...
Hi, what's happening? Okay, we're back here with Jason Jorgensen from
Alley 6, a craft distillery.
Yeah, buddy.
Welcome.
So, awesome.
What have you brought for us?
Oh, man, we got all kinds of goodies. So, this is our star of the show today. This is our canned old-fashioned, some dangerous debaucherousness right here. It's made with our two delicious little components here, our Alley 6 rye whiskey, our candy cap bitters. The bitters are super fun, unique. We make them with a locally foraged mushroom called a candy cap mushroom. When the mushroom dries, it smells heavily like maple syrup.
Yeah.
So we're big time on drinking for breakfast, so this most definitely...
Can I smell it?
Oh, yeah, please do. Put a little drop on the backside of your hand. And so we took those two.
Just pour it on your face.
You can, yeah.
Just pour it on your chest.
It works for beards and stuff.
It's also a beard oil?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Hold on. I'm not missing out. Let me just smell your hand. Oh yeah, mapley.
Yeah, it is.
Very mapley.
So sweet.
So we decided we do these events, a lot. So we used to showcase the two products being used together in an old-fashioned form, and we got a lot of really good feedback that we decided to actually start tossing in a can.
Yeah,
of old-fashioned. But these are dangerous.
Let me see.
Yeah.
This is a bottle of whiskey between
I
the
know.
4 cans. Yeah. Have
That's-
you learned?
yeah.
What? Say that again.
A bottle of whiskey between the 4 cans.
Yeah, we got a 4-pack for the holidays, our
that's
family,
right.
and we're like, yeah, dude, gotta have this. But 1 can goes a long way.
Oh, yeah.
So 1 can is 40%?
1 can. Well, yeah, it's all 40% alcohol. But so if you look at it this way, 1 can is a quarter of a bottle of whiskey. So you could get like 3 to 4 cocktails, depending on your professional drunkenism.
But yeah, but that's
what is
but
your
at the same
professional
time, like,
drunkenism?
it's dangerous.
Like 2 of those.
It's dangerous but effective, and it's also very environmentally friendly.
Yeah,
100%. You could make it a 6-pack, but and split up a bottle between a 6-pack, but that's boring.
Right.
And plus, look at all the extra aluminum we're saving.
Yeah. So we're big on camping and backpacking and floating the river and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And sneaking booze into movie theaters.
Yeah.
It's really hard to bring everything to make that cocktail.
Start shaking in movie theater.
Yeah, and
that'd be
"What's
so
going on?"
funny to see.
Like, I'll take one, please,
Hey.
sir.
Oh, dude, it's a great scene. All right.
So
sorry.
how did you get started with LE6 or just in spirits in general? Is this a passion that you've had for a long time?
Very much a passion. I've been drinking since I was 11, so I started at a very young age, which has kind of evolved from there. I bartended for 15 years before jumping off and doing this, so I moved all throughout the country, and it's the perfect job to have is slinging drinks and moving from town to town. 'Cause you're guaranteed to get a job one way or the other. Be it a shitty cowboy bar. Can I curse? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
It's just Facebook.
Or a high-end cocktail bar.
Right.
Thank you.
Sorry, you're forced to drink booze.
No, that's why we're here.
Did you finish yours? All right.
Gotta take care of the crew.
Yeah. So
Cheers.
Getting burned out of
Thank
bartending,
Cheers.
which it happens rather quickly.
Yeah, right?
We found there's this awesome little flea market in Santa Rosa here.
God, that's good.
Over by the fairgrounds. We used to live right around the corner, and I was making
right around the corner.
nice right on, yeah. So we used
I
to
mean,
cruise
no, I
there.
don't. I don't want you guys to know where I
I'll
live.
put your address. Beep. Yeah.
Right.
So we were cruising through there one day, and this guy was selling this little 5-gallon pot still. And I was like, I know what that is.
You selling at a flea market?
That's
awesome.
Selling at a flea market, yeah. And I was like, what do you make with this? And he's like, olive oil. And I was like, bullshit. What do you make with it? And he's like, I make. And then we kind of geeked out. And he's like, I make grappa. I've made some, some brandies and stuff like that. And I was like, well, that's cool. What do you want for it? And he's like, $200. And I was like, how about $25? Of course, he smacked me in the face pretty much. We ended up leaving the fairground flea market, and then we got 2 blocks away, and I'm speaking with my wife, and I was like, I really, 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 really want that. And she's like, well, go get it. Stop, So we
Right.
I beelined back to the flea market, ran down. I'm pretty sure I knocked over children and senior citizens on the way through.
Buyer's remorse
Grabbed
is
it.
the worst.
Oh man, but it was still there because it was sitting on top of this guy's shelving unit thing that he had brought out with him, and so I took it home and I shined it, and I already had all these ideas of what we were gonna make with it because we started off as homebrew hobbyists too, and that evolved into the drunken debauchery, distilled spirits. But if you know any homebrewers, 85% of their stuff is shit. So, we took some of our delicious homebrew beer and ran it through the still and produced some whiskey out of it, and we were like, wow, this is a lot better than the beer that we started with. So we just kind of kept going with that, and then it was just evolution. I mean, that's a long, short story, to where we are now. It's just been a lot of.
Where does the name LE6 come from?
So there's 6 alleys in Hillsburg. First of all, it's really hard to come up with a name for a company. We most definitely didn't want to be like the Hillsburg Distillers or something of that nature, or the Jorgensen Distillers, that's our last name. But we were driving out of our parking lot where we live, and we're like, Alley 6. What do you think about Alley 6? And my wife, and she's like, I like it. I was like, done, let's do this.
There we go.
Let's get the trademark, let's get it going.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
well, let's check and see how maybe Aaron's doing. But at the same time, like, let's talk about your rye a little bit. So you also have a single malt as well, American single malt whiskey. Now that is something. Okay, so Emily's always been like, Brian, I don't know much about spirits.
I don't.
But here we go. So Scotch single malt.
Also, I don't sound like that.
Brian.
I mean, I guess I do,
Brian,
kind of.
Come on.
I don't know about the spirit.
But no. But I mean, like, Scotch whiskey. We'd be like, I like a nice Scotch. You know, all in the movies and stuff. Like, oh, give me a nice 12-year-old. You know, that is one malt, single malt whiskey. We're coming to you soon, Aaron. Then it's one malt distilled, right? So it's that concentrated. But America is starting to do that single malt. So countries like Scotland that have like had the single malt actions forever are now in competition with America. And I find that fascinating. Facebook, the world. I don't know what camera on, but
Facebook world.
Yeah, Facebook people. I really can't wait. Yeah, we should go to a commercial after this.
Yeah, that was a good story, Grandpa.
You know, well, here's the thing. American single malt. What are you doing yours with?
So you get a kick out of this. So obviously it's made here in the States, here in Hillsburg. But the grain, we purchase it from Heidelberg, Germany. So we like to look at it as if, you know, being that we're in wine country, you can grow wine grapes everywhere, but there's certain regions of the world that grow it and produce phenomenal wines. Heidelberg, Germany, or outside of Heidelberg, Germany, those drunk monks have cultivated or perfected the cultivation of, you know, malted grain, or barley in particular, over, you know, generations and hundreds of years, because, I mean, if you can't fornicate, you got to do something, right? So they just learned how to grow grain and do it really well. So they got these, you know, little climates that they've grown these amazing grains from, and we just kind of like piggybacked, taking it, because it was intended to go into beer. Yeah. Because that's what a lot of what they drink. We brought it, you know, and made some whiskey out of it.
So you got the best stuff.
That's
what
what
you're
you're
saying.
Pretty much, yeah.
Great. That's awesome.
You heard it here.
So if this was your last day on Earth, what would your very last cocktail be?
Good question.
A bottle of whiskey.
A bottle, an entire bottle.
Wait.
I'm going out.
What? Rye, straight rye, bourbon?
It'd probably be rye for sure, because I drink that religiously. So
yeah,
because rye makes it known that you're drinking rye whiskey. So that spice and that aggression that comes with rye, like as you take that sip, you're like, there it is.
Right.
It goes all the way down to here, and you're like, oh, there it is. There's that warm hug from the inside out.
Right.
So yeah, it would be a bottle of rye
well,
whiskey. That'd be my last meal also if I was...
What's that? What's your last meal?
That would be my last meal.
Also the whiskey.
Last meal, last cocktail. Well, surprise, Jason. You're going to die today.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. That's fucked up and morbid. But I love you, Jason.
Do it with me. Cheers.
All right. Cheers. All right. We're gonna cut to a commercial break right now. And yeah, everybody, see Jason, dude, you're a star. Man, definitely.
Thanks, brother.
So for me, pairing food and wine really just about balance is the key. Thinking about flavors that complement each other. Not too salty, not too sweet, not too bitter. It's kind of more art than it is science.
We always start with the wine, and then second to that is what's in the garden. What's in the garden in January is very different than what's in the garden in April and what's in the garden in July. That seasonality really drives how we cook.
A culinary gardener is someone who is in tune with the seasons and a great intuition with the needs of chefs. I'm growing a palette for chefs to paint with, and it really encourages me to constantly seek out new crops.
When you have a team that grows things for you and you watch the amount of work that they put into it and the love and the passion that they put into it, it makes you really appreciate those ingredients.
Living here in wine country, I'm always thinking what can pair really well with the wine. Then I kind of look at what we have in season as well too here at the garden and see what can pair well with that as well. So having those beautiful ingredients and transforming those into this product is success.
We decided to do a book about seasonal ingredients because that's the way we cook here in Sonoma County. That's the way we live. And every day we're cooking food for people. They're asking for recipes. They love what we do. To get to cook and make people happy makes me feel good. I think that's the best thing about being here.
The loss of Soda Rock Winery in the Kincaid fire was unexpected and tragic. The images of the fire caused our hearts to sink. But to see the iconic barn still standing was a symbol of not only Wilson Artisan Wine's resilience, but of Sonoma County's resilience. A symbol that we all are still standing among the heartbreaking devastation. We are a boundless county that was largely untouched. We are resourceful and resilient, and we are already moving forward. This community is strong. Wilson Artisan Wines is strong, and we are here ready to serve you. Wilson Artisan Wines is where the love and passion for hospitality is as big and bold as our Zinfandels. Where gold medal wines are paired with friendships and good times. Where members and guests are treated like family. Where your membership at one winery means you're a member of them all. Wilson Artisan Wines. Your family awaits.
And we'll know.
Are we live right now? Oh, we are live. We are live. Thank you so much here. So I'm with Sal here, and he is pouring some
La Luna Mezcal. La Luna Mezcal. It's not live yet.
We're doing some mezcal here. Put it down, I'll pour you. Hold on one second. He's gonna take care of guests here. So right now, Sal's pouring some mezcal. Sal's got probably one of the best displays here that I've seen. Yeah. So, really quickly here. So we experienced technical difficulties. This is the first time doing a live event. I'm assuming we are live. Nick's gonna double check here that we are live. We are live. This is Sal. Sal's the only man here rocking the cowboy hat. I'm from Kentucky. I never wore a cowboy hat, actually a couple times. But I love your style. But you have a beautiful setup. If Nick can kind of pan here, great display. You know, it's kind of cool to see like distilleries come and bring their vibe, their energy, what you're about. You know, you're doing mezcal, and mezcal's amazing. And I'm a bourbon guy. I'm from Kentucky, I have to admit. But I've been turned on to tequila, mezcal especially lately. So just kind of give us a little background on your distillery and what you guys are all about.
For sure. So should I hold it? Our
our brand is La Luna Mezcal. It is produced in Michoacan, Mexico. That's where my family's from. We're specifically from Cotija, Michoacan. So I took a journey back to Michoacan about 4 years ago with this intention of producing La Luna Mezcal. Now we're to market with a full line of expressions that kind of represent the native agaves of that state. So we have Tequilana agave, we have Manto Saguayo, we have Cuprieta, we have Chino, we have Manso coming out soon, which is Salmiana. So we're trying to represent the state of Michoacan in true artisanal Michoacan distillation practice, as well as production practice all the way, roasting our agaves underground, fermenting in wood, distilling in a very unique Filipino wood still that's kind of emblematic of our state, and that's kind of who we are.
I love that Sal grabbed the mic, which is, you never give the mic up, but he was very confident in taking it here. But we have to try something here. So I'm rocking my MicroShiner glass. Big Match Media, MicroShiner, bringing this to you today. What do you recommend I start with?
So I'm gonna give you Manto Saguayo. It's a very unique expression from our state.
Oh, wow. It's almost like there's like a, I wouldn't say piney, but there's like a nuttiness to it or something like that. Yeah.
I think the cool thing about mezcal is in a clear, state, no wood influence, nothing like that, which a lot of what's here is being represented. It's got a very deep amount of flavors in it.
Yeah, no, this is amazing here. So do you all have a tasting room locally?
No, we do not. No, we don't. We warehouse in Sonoma, so our company's based out of Sonoma. But no, everything we do is in Michoacan right now.
Okay, so you basically are doing south of the border operations, facility here in Sonoma County. So if I'm living in Sonoma County, if I'm bouncing around, where can I get your product?
A lot of different retailers, not a lot, but different retailers like Bottle Barn, of course. Willoughby's have been very supportive for years. Sonoma Market and Sonoma's had it for a while. We're working on getting some more retail presence so we can give more options to our customers. Yeah.
So Willoughby's, if you haven't been to Willoughby's, that's like iconic. Like you gotta stop Willoughby's at some point in time and grab some stuff there here. So kind of take me through the process here. I mean, so why did you guys get involved in this festival? I don't know if Lindsay reached out to you, but why did you say, hey, we want to be involved?
So our brand ambassador, Danny Ojinaga, is part of our team. He's MC tonight. He's a bartender of this area that has a lot of good friends here, people that know him, and so I think he asked Lindsay if they would invite us, and then Lindsay was excited to have some Mexican spirit presence. Technically, a lot of people consider us local, but our product's made in Mexico, but we warehouse, and I'm from Sonoma originally, so we're kind of
yeah. So you are from Sonoma, but absolutely here. So a lot of what we're experiencing here at Wine Country Distillery. Quick to bottle for new startup distilleries. Vodka, simple, gin next, whiskey with some age, mezcal, tequila. But it's great to have this experience here. So I think it's like necessary that we all do a quick little shot of something. Sure. And what do you recommend? I'm gonna finish this. But what do you recommend?
A different one. Let's do.
You got to include my cameraman.
Yeah,
he's amazing.
Yeah, we'll do one more. We'll do the Chino Silvestre.
So a lot of this is you all just watching me drink. This is basically it. Brian, I don't know, did Raph show up in the studio? Okay, so we're going to do a shot here with Sal from La Luna Mezcal. It's amazing. It's been a good day so far. So I'll let you all know, I've been drinking a little bit all day, but my cameraman, Nick, keeps grabbing. He walks out with like pork sliders. He has sandwiches. Cheers, Sal. Thank you for being here. Wine Country Distillery Festival. Back to the studio, back to Brian.
Thank you, Aaron. That I hope the mezcal is fantastic. I hope Nick is well fed. That's fantastic. Good. All right. But okay, yeah. So we're here with
Jason Hooten from Raft Distillery.
Distillery. Fantastic.
And what did you bring here for us today?
So today I brought over our flagship brand. It's called Bummer and Lazarus. It's our flagship gin. It's a grape-based gin, citrusy, floral. Got some nice spicy notes on the end.
Nice.
I'm gonna pour it away. I'm gonna pour away. You want some? Yeah, you do.
Yeah, of course
I do.
drink
your own brand. Just like enough. Yeah, give me a little more. All right. Little nip there for you.
That's good.
Okay. Yes, Raft Distillery is fantastic. Okay, so I'm in love with your gin.
I'm in love with that label.
It is like one of those things. It is super floral
gosh.
and
Smells
just
so
like
good.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
So we were talking before we went live, and Boomer and Lazarus, you guys were. What was your original name? Was it Treasure Island Distillery?
Yeah, so we started out on Treasure Island.
Yeah.
We were in the old Navy brig out there.
gosh, that's
so we
good.
used to distill in the old jail yard, which is
Yeah.
pretty cool,
Wow.
right? But
Sorry, keep going.
no. So the government started kind of booting people out of there, and we had to find a new place. So now we relocated over off of 3rd and Ennis Street in the Bayview.
Uh-huh.
So we rebuilt our whole entire distillery. We have a tasting room that's open on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So it's open to the public to come in.
And where is it?
It's at 1615 Ennis, Innes,
Okay.
Ennis Street.
Okay.
San Francisco, and it's about a mile south of on 3rd Street from the ballpark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait. So is that close to like maybe 209 Distillery as well?
They're a little closer to the ballpark than us, so we're actually kind of down where Seven Stills and is.
Okay, gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
down that side.
So you could
So
do
we're
like a
south
whole
of the
tour
dog patch.
before a game,
No,
right?
that's the thing. Like that's the thing. Okay, when it comes down to it, it's the local distillery route. You know,
all the way to
like,
the ballpark.
Say, for instance, Young and Yonder and Alley 6, they have the Grove Street Distillers, and it's just the two of them, and they're
Yeah.
on the same street in that small town.
That's right.
But that's what they do. So I remember I visited I visited Raft Distillery a long time ago when I hung out with Carter on Treasure Island.
You poor
and
thing.
It was it was like going into an apocalyptic spot because you go in there and there's like everything's faded, but it's just so industrial, and that island had a weird past. So I'm glad that you're now at a new location that's not so like post-apocalyptic feeling and stuff like that.
Well, we're also a little easier to find now.
Yeah,
too,
exactly.
Which is good.
So your gin is fantastic. I get
So
super floral notes, like hibiscus happening. Do you have any new products happening on the?
We just brought in a bunch of wine from Napa, about 35 barrels, and so we're going to start making some brandy in there and do some other things with that. We're looking at
35
doing
barrels.
Some, yeah, so
Okay.
and it's actually Napa juice.
Yeah.
So we're going to start working on that pretty soon. We are looking at some other products, some things that are kind of off the cusp. You know, we're looking at possibly doing a vermouth or maybe an Amaro. So we have some projects that we're working on. What we've really been doing the last year and a half is rebuilding our distillery. So when we moved over to the Bayview out of Treasure Island, we built the whole thing from scratch. So it was just us. There's 3 partners. That's all we are. So I was spending my nights, my weeks. My wife was about ready to divorce me because I was getting home at 3, 4 in the morning trying to build the place out. So we've been busy building that place, but it's really super cool now. Again, people can come in and taste on the weekends. They can see our stills, our equipment, which actually Carter built from scratch.
Yeah.
Which is really unique and different.
It's
a cool place.
He's a man of many trades.
That
I
is,
remember
yeah.
So why spirits? Why distilling? How did you get into it?
So Carter actually was. He's been distilling for over 25 years. When I got out of college myself, I got into the beer industry. I was there for about 8 years, and then I was in the wine industry for several years, and then got into spirits and got into distilling, and then hooked up with Carter, and here we are. Now there's 3 partners. It's just Dave, Carter, and myself, and we're all industry guys. So
you eventually just work your way into the harder stuff, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I don't know where it's going to go next. That's kind of scary. But we're all about San Francisco. We love being local. All our labels, if you notice, is like Bummer and Lazarus.
So
it's all Victorian history of San Francisco.
Hold on. Well, this is the best thing. Boomer and Lazarus. Okay, so take that label in. Take that label in now. Tell the story of Boomer and Lazarus.
So Bummer and Lazarus.
This
These were two real dogs that lived in San Francisco during the 1860s. Okay, so they used to hang out kind of around Portsmouth Square, down where the Transamerica building is now, in that area, in that neighborhood. A lot of politicians, a lot of people with money down in that area, lots of saloons, lots of things going on, right? So the dogs were strays. And Bummer found Lazarus one day. A couple dogs had beat up Lazarus, was dying. The story is Bummer actually nursed him back to health, and they became the best of friends. So what these dogs really actually are known for beyond that is that they were known for killing so many rats in a day that the city knew all about them. They would write about them in the newspapers. They would talk about them. But the city loved them because they were killing all these rats. So, of course, the city was infested with rats back in those days. Not that they still probably aren't today, right? But anyways, people loved them. And so the city came up with an ordinance and said, hey, the dog catchers are not allowed to hurt these dogs or touch these dogs. So they were talked about. They were loved. When Lazarus died, 30,000 people showed up to this dog's funeral. When Bummer died 2 years later, Mark Twain wrote the eulogy about both of the dogs, and they became these super iconic figures.
It's so good.
Yeah, look, he's crying.
It's good.
He's got a tear.
It's good. Sorry. No, it's so fantastic. Like,
but it's cool, like San Francisco history, and we always try to keep like that Victorian age of San Francisco in our history.
That's so awesome.
So those are the two dogs that are on our bottle of gin.
Yeah.
That was Bummer and Lazarus.
That's the thing, and that's when I was hooked. That's when it's like the spirit means something more than just Smirnoff. I'm sorry, Smirnoff. Shout out. No, go fuck yourself. Sorry, I was supposed to not cuss on this. That was the first F-bomb. All right, but that's the thing. And then what? The Emperor Norton Absinthe. Same thing, right?
Yep, Emperor Norton Absinthe. Joshua Norton was a really kind of crazy Van Gogh.
That's a story for another day. Because that is a great story as well. So
why are we drinking absinthe right now?
Yeah, right? No. I mean, we could do another round, but no. Well, I mean, we should check in and see what Aaron's doing. But at the same time...
Oh, we have to ask our question.
Okay, but before we disembark, let's... what is our question?
If it was your last day on Earth, what would your very last cocktail be?
Oh, my last cocktail. I'm going to say the Big Easy.
The Big Easy?
Yes.
Okay, describe the Big Easy. What is
our
that?
absinthe. So it's lime juice, ginger ale, and
it,
Emperor Norton Absinthe.
I'm in.
Simple, but super good.
I'm in.
I love it.
Thank you.
Or just a little of that on the rocks. I don't know.
Right. No, that's the thing.
Just a
Even
whole
just
bottle.
that.
It's the last day on Earth. Why not?
There you go. Yeah.
Love that. Just a little bit of that with a little bit of lemon peel.
go.
Yep.
All right, cool. Well, we're going to take it over to Aaron, but thank you so much.
Thank
you so much for
having
joining
me,
us.
guys.
dude.
So nice
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Cool. Awesome.
Thanks for
Let's
making
send it
us
over to
cry.
Aaron.
All right.
Cheers. All right, go, bud. You were ready for it.
Good.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you so much.
doing it right now. We've got two friends of mine. This is Natalia.
Hi.
And this is her friend Brian.
Hello.
And we're basically just in the mix of it here. You guys I feel bad. I have a drink and you don't have a drink. They just finished their drink here. But she's back here. Walter was on air earlier. Great little spot here. He's got this whole mixology chemistry set up. I will say something. When you go to a festival, it's like going anywhere. The displays are kind of cool, like the setups here. So, what do you think of the day so far?
It's been really great. We've seen some beautiful brands, people that are super passionate about distilling and making really unique things.
Yeah.
We've tasted some things that we'd never expected. Yeah.
So what she mentions like the passion. When we talk about small batch micro distilleries, it's not just like big brand, big box pushing out the store. It's like the uniqueness, the basically the overall presence, what they're pushing out here. Do you have a favorite so far, Brian?
Bodega Bay rum was super good.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nick, count that in. Bodega Bay rum, that's going to happen. He's giving me a thumbs up. That's going to happen here. Natalia?
I don't drink rum. If I see it on a shelf, I run the other way. They were fantastic. In terms of not rum, though, Great Women Spirits, which is Great Women Spirits, which is a Coppola brand.
Great Women's Spirits. Shocker you picked that. I love it.
But I didn't see that coming. They're a really great brand. They have awesome products. And then Argonaut makes a killer brandy.
So I did not know. I've been to Argonaut. We want to go to Great Women. So Bodega Bay rum I was at earlier, stopped in before the festival started. Yeah. Had maybe 2 cheekies. It was a good time. Absolutely amazing here. But what we're going to do here, we appreciate you guys being here, local. If you all don't know this young lady, she supports Sonoma County in a million different ways. What all are you involved in?
Well, right now I'm just running my own business and volunteering as much as I can. During the fires, I stepped up and helped do a lot of Spanish translation to support the Latino community.
Yeah. So good people here, as always here, drinking fine spirits. We're going to walk down here. We might go outside. We have to change exposures. We're going to walk down. Thank you so much. Yes, cheers to you all. No drink. Oh, my God, no drink. We got to do it. So follow me.
Boys, live. Woo!
What's happening? We're back. How was that commercial? Was that fantastic? That was our little cannabis break because we're in Northern California, wine country. But we are here with Lindsay Musco from Poppy and Vine.
What's up?
The queen of the, is that a thing? You're the host.
I'll be called the queen. That's
person
totally
who puts this
fine.
on.
Yeah.
You are the man behind the
brains.
magic. Brain. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go. That's better. Lindsay, talk about your festival. This is yours. This is all yours.
Year 2.
It's killing it.
Yeah, year 2 is great. We're in Santa Rosa this year, and it's been a great turnout. We've got 21 distilleries pouring. We've got great food trucks, live music. It's been a great year, good turnout. I'm really, really stoked. Yeah, really, really happy with the event. I'm like kind of at a loss for words, honestly.
Fantastic. So who is your main sponsor this year, and what is the story behind them?
The main sponsor this year?
Yeah.
Well, our sponsors are local, like hyper local sponsors. So we've got MicroShiners, one of our sponsors, as well as Poppy and Vine, and Spirited Magazine, and The Bohemian.
Okay, fantastic. So what is the nonprofit you're supporting this year?
So this year's event is benefiting Sonoma Family Meal, which was founded in 2017 in response to the Tubbs fire. They prepare chef-prepared meals. I haven't even drank today. Chef-prepared meals for families displaced by natural disaster. And so they most recently have served families that have experienced loss from the Kincaid fire. And yeah, it's a great organization. They work with local chefs and farmers to then produce those meals that go back out into the community.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great.
That is so good. So good. So, okay, have you had a chance to drink this year so far?
No.
In fact, Lindsay needs a cocktail. Aaron or Nick
Aaron,
or anybody
Lindsay
out there?
needs a
I
cocktail.
get old-fashioned.
Get Lindsay a
Aaron,
cocktail.
grab
That'd be
Lindsay
great.
a cocktail.
Old-fashions.
He's ignoring us and stuffing his face.
He's en route.
So I
Get
went
us a
outside
drink, bud.
earlier and I talked to some of the food truck guys, and like they're so happy to be here. One of the trucks I talked to was Dino's.
Yeah.
And I was shocked to find out that they're definitely the only food truck, but they're the only strictly Greek food in Northern California.
Yeah, so I was excited to find them. I'm a huge Greek food fan.
Me too.
And so, sure.
Just a bottle.
Yeah, that works. Thanks, Walter.
There you go.
It's the right stuff, too. It's bourbon.
Oh, he's got gin.
Oh yeah, I'm still drinking my gin.
Cheers.
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 Cheers. A little sip. This is the Slaughterhouse bourbon. Fantastic.
So yeah, the food trucks are phenomenal. So Dino's Greek food, serving up chicken gyros and other great Greek classics. And what's fun is he's from a Greek heritage, so it's like family recipes, which is awesome to be able to like share those. I think that's so important. Then we've got Wingman's out of Kentucky, serving up delicious wings and fries, and then Jam Straight Bungalow, which is like I think a county favorite.
Yeah.
And they do have a location in Sebastopol that you can check out.
Definitely. And what's great about that is like you can get that and then take it to like the Barlow and go eat it at one of the beer breweries.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
First drink of the day.
Hold on.
All right. It's 2:30. So I've
What
kind
else
of
are
left.
we doing today? We have to judge the cocktail
what?
competition.
So we had a cocktail competition,
Yes.
and that's still going on. So right now, People's Choice is happening, so they get to vote for their favorite. We already had the professional judges go. Then we've got live music that's going to wrap up here shortly. Raffle with 100% of the ticket sales benefiting the nonprofit. And there's great stuff like a 2-night stay at the Fairmont San Francisco with tickets to SF Eat Drink, which is like a legit gigantic tasting experience for food and beverage in San Francisco. And lots of other delicious stuff over there. And tasting. Lots of tasting.
Lots of tasting.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, we got to get some cocktails brought over here, Aaron. Aaron should be bringing over some cocktails here pretty soon.
And if you guys
hopefully.
are watching and wondering, how did I miss this? And you want to make sure that you come next year, make sure that you are following Poppy and Vine, which your social media handles are
poppyandvine.life. That's on both Instagram and Facebook. And then you can look up, you can find me online at poppyandvine.life. And then the Distillery Festival is the winecountryDistilleryFestival.com.
And you can also find out information about the festival by following MicroShiner as well.
Yep. We do stuff with spirits and distilleries.
There's lots of stuff.
So I want to taste some of these cocktails from the
Yeah,
competition.
okay.
Can
I
we
think
do
we
that?
should all maybe just head over there.
There's a lot. Yeah, so the cocktail competition is killer. Like, so
Yeah.
Beer Baron, Dukes, and Valette are competing. Cool. Delicious stuff by all three of them. And then you've got like little mini cocktails happening amongst all of the vendors too. A couple old fashions, a Bloody Mary. There's lots of good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, are you gonna take a break and go taste now and enjoy yourself?
I'm trying. Yeah, we'll get there.
Last year you said you didn't even drink.
Not a sip.
Not allowed. Not this year.
Right on. All right. Well, we should take it over to Aaron. And then let's try to sneak over and grab some cocktails.
Okay.
All right, let's do that. Let's do that.
All right.
Cool. All right, well, let's bring on over to Aaron.
We're here. We're killing it here. So I'm here with Dustin Saylor. Dustin tonight actually performed. So let me let you introduce yourself.
I'm Dustin Saylor, local singer-songwriter, country artist. I just performed a 45-minute set. Great audience, great time, amazing cocktails. So happy to be here.
Yeah. So Dustin, I got to know pretty well because I would come into a Hotel Healdsburg where he's a regular, and if you go in on many Friday nights, he's up there jamming, great spot. But then you can also find him in a couple little dive bars, some cozier spots. So where all do you perform?
Well, I want to just talk about my big show coming up for my EP release. I'm playing at Hot Monk April 10th. Got 6 songs coming out. Buy tickets. It's going to sell out. We're going to have a great time that night. The full band. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Very nice. So excited to be here with him. Excited to hang out. The biggest thing here, though, is that it's kind of community. This is Sonoma County. Yeah. You know, we're known as a wine country, right? And so we didn't take away from that. It's Wine Country Distillery Festival. And I think there's an emphasis on wine country. This is known as wine country. So I'm here with Jessica. Jessica actually works in wine, and that is what she does. I've had a chance to work with Jessica before. We actually worked together briefly for Wilson Family, did we not?
Yes, we did at Matrix Winery.
Yes. So we have a little bit of background, all that good stuff here. But point being, though, is there's still a lot of things going on. This weekend we have Pliny the Younger being released. So if you haven't come out to Sonoma County, this is a crazy weekend just because of Pliny the Younger. But then
crowds they've seen so far.
Yeah. So it's a craft brewery, but you have this on top of it. You have amazing wineries. You got live music. So many things to see here. So, question for you: what is right now? You just came off stage, performed. What's your biggest take from this, or what distillery or what stands out to you?
What stands out to me is the crowd. Everyone's having a great time, very mellow, very diverse, all ages, all backgrounds. People are coming together just celebrating life and enjoying some great alcohol, great cocktails, good food. I'm just loving the vibe here today.
Yeah, very nice. Cheers to that.
Cheers, man.
I have to continue drinking. That's how I do it. So same question to you, Jessica. You're here. Is it first time at the festival?
Yes, first year.
So this is the second year. Justin's first time performing. First time here for you. What would you take from this experience?
I would say the cocktail competition was probably my favorite part so far.
The what?
The cocktail competition.
Very nice.
Highlighting the local talent is amazing. Okay. My vote was for Dukes, by the way.
Her vote was for Duke. What makes me mad is nobody said the best part was me coming out, saying hi to friends. I've known this man for a couple years. I've known this young lady for a couple years. But whatever. Man, screw y'all. So what we're going to do, I don't know if they're ready back in the studio. I don't think Brian's even ready here. So we're going to go on a quick little walk. That's what's going to happen. We're live, what we do. So I want to kind of show you like the realm of what's going on here. Nick will hopefully follow me. Let's go, Nick. Let's find somebody interesting to talk to. We're here with the Dukes crew. They're move, whatever. Move. We're going. So we're going to go through here. We're going to pop into someone somewhere. So what you all forget about is there's not just, oh, no, you're fine. Oh, you're out. You're in. There's just not wine here. Spirits, all that. So you guys are with who?
Renegade Food.
So they are with Renegade Food. And I'm going to kind of hand the mic over, let you give us a little background of who you are, why you're here. And then in the meantime, I will probably eat some food and give my cameraman some food as well.
Hi, so my name's Iona Campbell. This is Khalid Martyr, and we are the co-founders of Renegade Food. We are making plant-based salamis and showing that eating more plants means all of the flavor and none of the sacrifice.
So hold on. The plant-based. Okay, so amazing. So can I give my cameraman a bite of this here? What do you recommend here right now?
I'd start with our sweet Toscana.
Which I just tried. It's amazing. I'm going to grab a little piece here. Nick, you're about to be a happy man. I'm going to do this for him. He's a happy man. Okay. So the point being, though, is you're doing plant-based. It's a vegan, vegetarian diet, or yeah?
It's vegan.
And where are you guys based out of?
We're in Berkeley.
You're in Berkeley, okay. So I'm in San Francisco. We're kind of neighbors, right? Yeah. And what drew you to this festival?
Oh, you know, lots of people here trying new flavors, trying new things. We want to be a part of that, enjoy the culinary and the whole landscape.
So from you, like, what's been the reaction when people walk up that see food? And there's a lot of guys here that want to drink whiskey. And I know friends of mine that bought tickets to this because they want to just come try as much whiskey and bourbon and all that as possible. And they come through and they try your food. What's been the reaction?
We've had a lot of surprise, actually. People trying it without realizing this is made from plants. So the reaction has been surprise and delight. It's been a lot of fun.
That's kind of what I dealt with as well. I know we just walked in here, very kind of pop-up. Point being is we weren't ready in the studio, so this is what happens, okay? But we appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Hopefully you're having some drinks with this. Okay, all right. Are you driving back to Berkeley tonight? Oh, okay, so not too much. Be safe, kids. Don't drink and drive. So I'm going to go back to Brian in the studio. We appreciate a surprise interview here with Renegade. Make it happen. Thank you.
Back. Brian ditched me.
What's
he went
up,
off
what's
to
up?
go drink somewhere, but I am here with my buddies, the Good Time Bros. Hello.
What's happening?
Hello.
How are you?
Tell
Good to see you.
Tell me everything that you guys want to talk about. I haven't seen you in a while, but
Been
I
a
want
minute. It's been a
everybody
few
to know
months.
about the podcast and what you've been up to lately.
Well, we're now getting into 70 episodes with the podcast Bar Theory. Find on iTunes
It's on
and
iTunes,
Spotify.
I'm Franco, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Michael Franco. I'm Daniel Inaga at Cartoon Dan.
We're at the Good Time Bros on Instagram. Just get that out of the way now. Follow us.
Yes, please do.
So it's been good, and we're just kind of getting the lineup going for this year.
Awesome.
As far as who we're going to bring on and
Any
guest-wise.
guests that you're super excited about?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah, Franco is for sure.
We're actually getting Steven.
Baby Daddy.
Baby
yeah.
Daddy from Dukes.
Nice.
So that's something we've been wanting for a really long time.
We've been trying to get a few. We got Josh on there, so really excited. But we do have people, even like, I know before in the past, like Scott BD said he would jump on with us, and yeah, it's still kind of a good mix of like people from Sonoma County and then still maybe like Oakland and San Francisco. So yeah, at least to get to 100 episodes before Franco moves away.
What?
So, breaking news! I might move. Yeah, I'm looking into moving to Louisville.
So where?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Why?
Me and my fiance want to get kind of out of here. So I'm engaged also. So that's.
Oh yeah, Franco got engaged.
No.
Yeah.
You weren't?
No, we were just together. Now we're officially.
Congrats.
Yeah, having right before
How'd
Christmas.
you do it? Now let's tell your engagement story.
She actually proposed to him. Show her your ring.
Well, I had a whole thing planned with like going on a hot air balloon and just doing something really crazy like that. I got really impatient and I just decided to do it at home while we were watching Netflix. And we were like about to watch a movie and I was like, hold on. She's like, what are you doing right now? And I was
So it
like,
was totally
and I
a surprise.
ran into the room. She's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm like, nothing. And I come out and I like push our dining room table away and I get on my knee and I'm just like,
Did you do that sound?
Did you make
I wish
the
I
sound
did
effects?
now. I wish I had
Yeah,
I wish I had that app.
Sound
It was
effects
very
always work.
impulsive. I hate that I did that, but I also love that I did.
Hey, that's so cute.
I had a great plan, but luckily I also, hindsight 2020,
Yeah.
they canceled on me on the hot air balloon that morning of. So
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah, it worked out, and I think it's still them. Yeah.
But we're talking about engagement stories because when I was on these guys' podcast, I ended
That's
up having to tell
right.
my engagement.
We grilled you so, or at least I
Full
did,
circle.
because I was already in that planning mode.
You wanted to
so I was
steal
really
my
like,
idea?
I wanted to get a good story.
There you go.
Yeah, he was planning it out for a while. There were so many different ways he wanted to do it.
Yep.
And even talking about the hot air balloon, it was like, should I do it in the balloon? Should I do it before? Should I do it after? Yeah.
So
He's adorable.
everybody know, say one more time where everyone can listen to the Good Time Bros and hear about awesome local spirits and beer and whatever you guys like to talk about.
Yeah, so on the podcast, it's pretty organic when we meet people. We are trying to showcase a lot of our a lot of the people that are in here in Sonoma County, distilleries, whether it's coffee, whether it's wine, beer, bartenders, people like yourselves that, can help out. And just, all this kind of information, and then even tying it in with like San Francisco, Oakland.
Who do you want to plug while you're here?
So we want to plug Bar Theory on iTunes and Spotify, Good Time Bros on Instagram, and that's where we'll be.
Yeah, and I'll throw in a shout out. I work for La Luna Mezcal.
Yummy.
So yes, from Michoacan, so it's great.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you guys. I think as soon as we're done here, we're gonna go to a commercial.
Keep it rad.
And then we are going to taste some cocktails.
Yeah, let's go do it.
Commercial. Thanks so
I'm
much,
ready.
guys.
Thank you.
I
Cheers.
missed you.
What's happening, everyone? I'm Brian Cary, co-founder of MicroShiner.com, and today I am at the offices and studio of MicroShiner. We're here because I'm going to tell you and show you how our new app works. I have a cocktail party I have to go to tonight. When I go to these cocktail events, I don't like to show up with that wholesale handle of vodka. You all know the one I'm talking about. I prefer to support local, small batch craft companies, especially when it comes to my drinks. Where can you find local craft spirits, you ask? Boom, MicroFinder. Instantly pulls up a map with all the local craft distilleries in your area. I found mine that is actually 7.2 miles away, and we're gonna go check them out now. Oh look, here's my ride.
Ready, Brian?
I certainly am.
Hop on in.
We are en route to Spiritworks Distillery in Sebastopol, California. And about how far out are we?
We are about 5 minutes out, sir.
Sick. I'm excited. Now I know what you're thinking. This guy lives in a town that is surrounded by craft distilleries, and this is true. 10 years ago, there was only a handful of craft distilleries in the US. Since then, the feds have changed the laws, making it easier to open a craft distillery. So I guarantee you, if you were to download the app, you could find a distillery that's within driving distance. Check it out.
All right, here we are, sir. Spiritworks Distillery.
Awesome. Thank you, my friend. Do you want to come taste some craft spirits?
I wish.
Right, it's not a good idea to drink and drive.
No, not at all.
But you do get 5 stars.
Absolutely, man. Have a good time. Appreciate
Cheers.
it.
Thanks. Well, here we are at Spiritworks Distillery in Sebastopol, California. Thanks to the MicroFinder app. Let's go see what craft spirit magic they have for us today. Awesome. I love Timo and Ashby. They have such a great place and they do so much for their community. I picked up a bottle of barrel gin for the ladies. Maybe I'll make a Collins of some kind. And a nice bottle of whiskey for those who prefer just a few cubes. Now that I've shown you the basics of the MicroFinder app, the reality is this app is capable of so much more. And that's where you come in. We need your help, especially you, lovers of all things craft, local, and independent, to help us get micro distilleries from every town included in MicroFinder. Maybe even your business. Not to mention spread the word to the people, so spirit lovers everywhere will have access to local craft businesses, all vetted by MicroShiner, right at their fingertips, anywhere in the world. I'm off to go get my craft cocktail on. Can't wait to make fun of the wholesale handle man, because there's always one. Cheers, friends.
Been silk screening since 1982, so it's kind of secondhand for me. It's all I really know. Wade's been doing it for 15 years. I found out about silk screening in art school. I took so well to it, I became a teacher's assistant, started my own company. It just kind of grew from there. The craft of silk screening is very computer and it's very tech, but we're kind of more primitive in that way. We like printing things that have meaning and they're intricate, but we're keeping it kind of homegrown like we're so used to. And it works. It's still the same basic process to get from artwork to ink to cotton to body. So we just keep that simplicity about it. And of course, let them leave with a smile on their face. My favorite part about silk screening is every day is a different day. Every job that comes through here is kind of a building block challenge to start to finish their product. The clients make your pace. They give you a deadline. But all in all, it's still coming in, taking care of business, listening to your own music, hanging out with cool people, doing crazy things like this. And of course, the artistic side of things. And you gotta pay bills. You know, we're down here at 3100 Dutton Avenue, number 106, here in Santa Rosa, right off the Auto Row. There's no job that's too small or no job that's too big. Come visit us.
Life's good. See? Your name again?
Philanthropist.
Local philanthropist.
Hey, America.
Local friend here, but so we try to do a little feed outside. That's what we try to do. So what's kind of cool here is you see the inside. We've kind of walked around, Nick and I, but we've got, what, 5 food trucks out there. I didn't get a chance to go out. Did you have a food truck?
I've had the chicken wings. They're extremely hot.
So extremely hot chicken wings. We had the wingman. Did some stuff out there, but point being though, this is not just a small space for just spirits and cocktails. There's food, there's fellowship, there's cocktails, all this fun stuff here. So what was your favorite moment of the day?
Well, there's very lovely women here. Great personalities.
Did you say lovely women?
Lovely women. Very lovely women.
I was hoping you would say like the most like lovely part was me. But it clearly was not.
Put my arm around you right now, but a little incapacitated.
Very good, though. But it's been a lot of fun here. So me and Nick have basically been running around. We've been doing interviews, but we've also just been kind of like drinking a little bit, having a good time. Point being, though, this is the second year of this festival. It's got a long way to go. What I mean by that is like we're going to grow this. We went from 16 distilleries last year to 21 this year.
Have you had the bourbon?
I've had all the bourbon. Kenny knows I'm from Kentucky. He knows I like bourbon here. But what's cool as anything is that this year,
have you guys talked to him?
Oh, there you go. We have friends running away. Point being though, point being though is we got some, like last year was small bites, this year food trucks, all that fun stuff. Hey, but thanks for joining us. I'm going to send it back to Brian in the studio. He's going to wrap this up. But hey, from Big Match Media to MicroShiner to Healdsburg to Sonoma County, Santa Rosa, thanks for tuning in. Have fun. We're going to send it back. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Aaron Hitt.
Kathleen.
Hello.
Kathleen, talk about your spirits and your brand.
Excellent. Hello, everybody. Live from the Wine Country Distilling Festival. I was told that people were really happy coming over to our stand.
Yay.
So they wanted me to come talk about the spirits. So here I am. It's a line called Great Women Spirits by Francis Ford Coppola. You've heard of him, I suppose?
Yeah.
No. Okay, sorry.
So,
don't listen to him.
So we have about 6 different spirits, and each spirit tells a story about another woman throughout history that's done some pretty cool stuff, but no one knows their story. So it gives us opportunity to tell their story. So I brought along my 2 favorite ones. So the first one
is Ada Lovelace Gin. And so Ada Lovelace was the world's first computer programmer back in the 1850s. So she was the daughter of Lord Byron, who's a crazy poet.
Okay.
And she worked with Charles Babbage. And Charles Babbage invented the analytical engine, which is this giant first computer.
Okay.
And she worked with him to crack the code, early algorithms. So as the Brits like their gin, we made a gin.
That's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
cool.
All right, I know
Let's
Brian
check
was
it
just, he just wanted to drink it. All right, so
Can I drink this?
what you'll find.
You already drank yours?
Yeah. All right, so
So our gin is, so a lot of distilleries, modern day distilleries, they're really pushing at the edges of the botanical expression. And ours is all about being classic. So we're back to like what gin was original. So it's more of like an English style gin. And so it's made with a code, get that, a code of 10 botanicals. And some of the botanicals come from the family's vineyards and family's property in Napa, like the rose petals and the lemon.
Yeah.
So you'll get some floral elements in there.
super floral. Wow.
And it has like a sweet finish.
That's like I'm in a garden. I'm like frolicking through a garden in my summer dress.
That is funny. So we're over here. We're serving a lavender gin fizz, and what we actually say is, imagine yourself strolling through a garden with Ada Lovelace.
Right.
But
There you go.
wearing
There
a
you go.
dress.
But and
wearing a dress.
Wearing a dress.
I mean, I look pretty good in a dress.
That's delicious. And
That
I
is really
love the theme that you have for the labels. That's so cool.
So it's been something that he's been cooking up for a couple of decades. Master storyteller. He's been putting together a collection of about 12 different women. And this finally, when we were able to distill spirits, we weren't allowed for a number of years. We had the concept. So he hired me, basically saying, okay, there's this concept. Can you commercialize it for me? So he's super involved in everything. Blessing and a curse. So this one is my next favorite one. So this is called Hypatia. And Hypatia is a ruby amaro. So the closest thing to it would be like a Campari. So it's an aperitif. It opens up your appetite. And I'm going to pour you some while I tell you a little bit about who Miss Hypatia was. So Hypatia was a 4th century.
I love its color. I really do
theologian.
love its color. It's like glowing. It's very vibrant.
It is very pink. Francis is not happy about the color, so it will be darker on the next round. Just letting you know.
You shouldn't talk about it?
Okay. But as you're mentioning the color, I am going to ask you the question. How do you think we get the red color?
I was going to ask you that question. I'm just sitting here thinking,
Rose
I don't
petals.
know enough about Campari.
So Campari, they used to use the original formula for making a red dye. They no longer can because it would mean that their bottle would have to say not suitable for vegetarians.
What is it?
It is a Cochinelle beetle.
What?
Whoa, hold on. Get a shot of this. What is that?
So these are Cochinelle beetles. So they're dried beetles. They live on cactus. So they live on cactus in Peru and in Mexico. And when you crush it up, it's very hard to do. You crush it up and put it in alcohol.
And that's what the color is?
You can see how it turns a little red. Your finger.
Did you just eat it?
It's organic.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What does it taste like?
It's very bitter.
Oh, okay.
Very bitter.
So.
Here, you want some water?
Did you just eat it?
You
Like
can
people
wash it
put
down.
anything. Like, here's pencil lead, and I just start eating it. Sorry. So that's the red pigments.
So that's how we get the red pig. So it's the original formula. It was very important to Francis to do the original.
That's super bitter.
So
Wow.
here's the fun fact. So Campari and all
Holy
that.
crap.
They don't need to be red. The coloring does nothing for flavoring. It's just how it always has been done. So
Okay.
you can have something that tastes exactly like this, and it's clear.
Wow.
It's a color additive that they put at the end. In this case, a beetle.
So sick. That's remarkable. It's like a pink peppercorn, kind of, but red peppercorn.
That's delicious.
What I also like to talk about with this one is that Campari and Aperol. Sorry, I love Campari. I used to work for it.
Right.
But per liter, they have about 150 grams of sugar. This one has 48.
And it's still like perfectly sweet.
It is. It's fantastic. That's heavenly. That is heavenly, Kathleen.
There you go.
All right.
That's awesome.
Well, we're gonna take it away over to Aaron to see what he's up to But Kathleen,
Thank
you so much. And then, but first off, we do ask questions.
Yes. It's your last day on Earth. What is your very last cocktail?
Oh, a Boulevardier.
A what?
A Boulevardier.
I don't know what that is.
Boulevardier.
What is that?
Bourbon.
I make it with rye, though.
Oh, it is rye, yeah.
Yeah. So it's rye,
I haven't made it drink
gin,
in a while.
and a vermouth, a dark vermouth.
Oh my gosh. Well, that
So
was
it's
good.
kinda- Yeah.
See, okay, so I'm more of a Negroni man. Like, so I think the truth, because we've been asking this question to everybody, but we haven't asked ourselves this question.
Oh.
And I'm gonna end it with, I'm a Negroni man. Give me a giant Negroni. Gin, sweet vermouth, little Cary, but
up or on the
Boulevardier.
rocks?
All the way. Yeah, all the way. Yeah.
I wouldn't
I
have
don't know
picked
if
you
I'm
for that.
allowed to say this because we're at a distillery festival, but mine would be like a vintage specific champagne that's like super yeasty. That would be mine.
Nice.
You could put some gin in there and make a French 75.
There you go. Gin, a little
brandy.
sugar, a little lemon.
Not for a fancy champagne, but maybe like a cheap prosecco. There we go.
Right on. All right. Well, thank you so much, Kathleen.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Cheers. Cheers. Fantastic stuff. We're going to send it over to Aaron here right now. All right. Take it away, Aaron.
Okay, so over to me. So I am over here at Rapscallion Spirits. This is our last stop of the night here, but I'm with a good friend of mine, and we've been arguing all night about how I pronounce her name, but it's Bianca. I nailed it.
You nailed it. You're so good. What a pro.
Very proud to be here, and we're with Lee.
Lee Sasson.
Lee Sasser here with Rapscallion Spirits, but we just got to do a recap. So I know both of these. You were here last year, and you kind of involved in the growth of this, but also Lee was here last year, and what we've kind of transformed to, and it's a little more concise. So I kind of want to start with Bianca here initially. So overall, like, what do you think of this year's event?
I think Lindsay Musco is somebody who really knows how to learn and bring people together. Learn from the last year's experience. We were at Sally Tomatoes, and she brought it to a new location, more centralized. She invited old partners and brought new people in, and the attendance is super. People really look forward to this event this year, and friends as well as new people really are attending, and it's an awesome event.
So, super solid event. Nick and I, my cameraman, can speak on the fact that we've had a few cocktails today. Great cocktail competition. A little bit less on the cocktail competition, as I mean, like participants, but I think value and quality. Really cool kind of thing is they were allowed to make their own cocktails, use whatever spirits and all that fun stuff here. And you know what's really kind of nice about this event, it is so centralized. Music. Last year we're a little bit spread out, but we're growing and we're learning. And we're figuring this out here. So what are your expectations for next year?
I think she's going to kill it next year. I think she's somebody who like always levels it up. She's somebody who pays attention to the feedback of her attendees. I think the spirits are on point this year. The food is so good. She incorporated a food item into the ticket price, so that's really, really awesome. She's somebody who really pays attention, and you will not be disappointed. I cannot wait to see what next is going to look like.
So Lindsay, you got Lindsay Hype Hour, but MicroShiner did a good job covering this, right?
You guys are so good. I am not joking. And we had a conversation about this. Last year, you guys were walking around with one camera or two. This year, you're a production company, and I really love that. It really highlights the spirits. It highlights the event. It highlights the participants. You guys are doing a really awesome job.
Thank you. I just hyped ourselves, but Big Match Media, MicroShiner TV, it's coming at you. But I want to step over to Lee. Lee is here with Rapscallion Spirits. So this is your second year here at the Wine Country Distillery Festival here. So just some takeaways. What do you think of the event so far?
Oh, I love the event. That's why we're back again this year. We had a great time last year.
Yeah. So we do good. So what do you have pouring today?
Well, we have 3 different vine shines that are from Zinfandel grape. Our new products on the market are vodka and our gin. And of course, we have our Preacher's Cut, which is my version of the whiskey.
That's what I'm drinking on right now. All good here. So what's been like, basically guests coming up, what's been the feedback that you've experienced?
Well, we've all had nothing but positive feedback on pretty much all the products. You know, they're different, they're fun. Other than the vodkas, you know, the gins, you know, it's out of the ordinary. As are whiskeys and our vine shines.
What's really cool here is, though, going back to last year, we were so spread out, and you all weren't. Were you main hall last year? You were off to the left. Okay, so last year we had a great venue, a lot of different vendors out, but we were separated away. This year we kind of concised it, brought it down. I like being in one room. You had the food trucks out back, you had the competition cocktail, but hopefully this year is going to grow to next year. Do you see yourselves back next year?
Oh, definitely, definitely.
So he's going to be back. So my only question is, how do I get one of these sweatshirts? That's what I'm looking to achieve here.
Well, you know, we almost brought some today, but my bad. We did.
Last question I have is, where is your tasting room? How do we try your spirits?
We're in Ukiah at 425 Consuelo Ranch Road, Suite G.
Okay, so you got to go up to Ukiah. You can find some other else. But I'm excited to go back to Brian. Brian's in the studio. It's been a lot of fun. Me and Nick are signing off. Have a great time. Drive safely. Spirit as fuck. Cracked as fuck.
Thank you, Aaron. I hope those sweatshirts fit and stuff. You should get one and do things with it. I'm here with Sue from The Bull.
I am from 93.7 The Bull.
Yes.
Yeah, we just changed frequencies, so we're super excited about that.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
So what was your previous frequency?
So we were 106.3 The Bull, and we
right.
just changed to 93.7, so now we can reach all the way to Cloverdale, all the way to Petaluma, all the way out to Bodega Bay.
Awesome.
So all of our fans like us even more, which is great.
That's awesome. Okay.
That's really cool.
Awesome. So, what are we drinking here? It's like we sat down with so many distillers who've been like, I got a whiskey, I got a gin.
I know
you
what
come
this
up
is.
with
This is my favorite flavor.
I know, and you guys honestly look great for all of the drinking that you've been doing. Fabulous. Thank you.
We're glowing. It's the drunk glow.
You really
Don't,
do. You do. I know. I brought some of the revived kombucha. This
Okay.
is one of my favorite ones. So this is the hibiscus.
This is my favorite flavor.
Okay.
Hibiscus is like the best. So I showed up here today. I'm technically working for the radio station. Everybody's asking me, am I drinking? And I'm taking a little bit of a break from the drinking. I had a
Which
very
is totally fine.
I had a very wet January, so this is like
Oh,
dry
good,
February.
okay.
So now I'm seeking out some alternatives for still enjoying, and of course this is one of my all-time favorites. It's Revive.
Yeah.
No alcohol, so it's really great. I also found Hazel's sparkling.
Yes.
This is the vinegar soda.
Okay.
Which is it is super fun.
I gotta check that out.
It's
So I think that's the same spot. Is that Tim?
I think so. Yes. Yeah.
Tim. Okay.
Yeah.
So Tim used to do liver vinegar,
Oh.
just vinegar, and now he's like changing the business model, and now he does Hazel's.
Super smart. I mean,
Yeah.
I think there's a huge opportunity.
Absolutely.
For things like kombucha and the sparkling vinegars as a drink, rather than I'm loving all of the distilled spirits, but
And drinking vinegars can be kind of intimidating, and they're hard to make taste good.
Yeah.
So to find somebody that's already making it ready to go, ready to drink, and it actually is like refreshing and delicious, and not like a vinegar bomb in your mouth.
It is.
Really
He has
enjoyable.
one that's the malt, and it's kind of like a beer with like a zing.
Yeah.
But without the alcohol.
Uh-huh.
So it's actually really, really good. So it's
Very
fun. Yeah. So I'm tootling around, finding all the good stuff, and
So do you have like a go-to mocktail when you're feeling like I really don't want to drink right now?
It's going to involve lime juice. Always fresh lime juice. I like the tart. So I mean, just as simple as just fresh lime juice, a little bit of simple syrup, just a little because I like it really tart, and then just some soda water just to finish it off, and then put all the garnishes. You can put a little cucumber in there.
Nice.
So it's just nice and refreshing. It's like those things you can just
Absolutely.
drink all day long. So
have you always been a country music fan, or just a
Yes.
radio fan?
I like music in general, but yes, I grew up on country. I grew up in Sebastopol, so I'm kind of a country girl on a farm.
Yeah.
So country is in my roots. So that makes it a little easier to be playing the music.
So
every
can I
day.
get a job at the Bull? Because I love country music too.
Absolutely. You
Great.
can come and join us
I'll turn in
anytime.
my resume.
Yeah, exactly. You come see me. We'll give you a little tour. We'll do some fun stuff.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Sue
Yes.
from
The Bull. 93.7 The Bull.
93.7,
I know.
the new radio frequency.
I have to train myself to say it.
93.7 The Bull. Sue. All right, wait, when are you on the air?
I'm on middays.
Middays?
I'm on 11 to 2.
Awesome.
Monday through Monday through Friday, and then
Okay.
on Sundays I am on from 10 to 3.
All right, so when we're hanging out lunchtime, we'll be like, yo, we gotta go here.
Exactly.
I miss her.
Exactly. You'd be like, I know her.
I miss her. All right, cool.
That's awesome. You guys are so fun.
Well,
Thank you so much. It was so nice
I think we're gonna do a little wrap up here. We're kind of wrapping up our broadcast here.
We're all done.
But Sue, thank you.
Yes, thank you guys.
Cheers.
Yeah.
And I love
Cheers.
you. Thank you.
Cheers.
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 All right, cool.
Very nice. Salud.
All right. In comes Aaron. We're gonna do a
Thanks,
little
you guys.
swap-a-rino. Sue, love you.
Well, I'm just so sad to see this all end.
You know, it's been a roller coaster.
I thought
It's
I
been
was
a
going to
roller
get really
coaster.
annoyed with you, but
It's
like,
been a
I'm
roller
only this
coaster.
much annoyed.
I'm reunited. I'm reunited.
We missed you.
Okay.
Missed me.
How
I've been
was
stuck-
the
I've
2-hour
been-
live broadcast?
I've been
in chaos?
stuck with Nick the whole time. He's
Yeah.
a horrible human being.
Horrible. I'll give you. I agree. I mean, I love Big Man.
No, we had a good time. I'll tell you this, though. It's kind of really cool. Like, you got here, you got all the distillers, vendors coming up here. It's kind of cool. There's people having fun. Everybody wanting to be a part of it. Numerous people are like, do you need a refill? Do you need a drink? Can I get you some food? And I did not turn any of that shit down. I took it all in.
I can tell.
Give me the food. Yeah.
I mean, I gotta say, yeah, but yeah, dude.
I want to eat food and drink a cocktail. When can we do that?
So I have to say, though.
Well, I want like a cocktail. I want like an actual.
You want a cocktail?
Yeah.
We can
Hold
get
on.
you I know we can get her a cocktail.
Hold the phone. How nice was Sue at the
She's
end
cute.
there?
Yeah,
she's
she's the
cute as
best.
fuck, and
I didn't meet her. I don't know her. I can't speak on her.
Cute AF. Cute AF. That should say cute AF. But I love Sue. No, like she's killing it from the Bull. Local radio station. For those who don't know.
Can you go like
And local craft distilleries. It's great. The reality is.
Do you want to talk about this and how we did this today? And this was like the first time
This
we've ever
has
done this.
been so you climb a mountain, right? Why do you climb that mountain?
I sent Nick out for a
So
cocktail
can
for you. I
see
think he's upset about it.
So you can see what we can do.
Well,
I'm talking to myself here.
Yeah.
We're not
No,
listening.
No,
Sorry.
we were talking about
I'm
cocktails.
talking to
here.
Facebook. Facebook's about it.
I love that.
give me that cocktail,
Basically,
please.
our video engineer was like, "Here, here's a
Procure the
cocktail."
cocktail out of
Comes
nowhere.
out of nowhere.
Ah.
Alan Campbell with the win. Alan Campbell for the win.
Thank you, Alan.
So, should we give a shout out to the crew here?
All right, let's
Yes,
okay. Let's get the
absolutely.
crew behind us. Come on,
Should we
crew.
get the
Come
crew
Part
on.
of this
over here?
production.
Come
here.
on. Come on.
No,
No,
Nick,
behind us.
us.
Come on,
Behind
behind
us.
us.
God damn it.
Come
Nick.
over here.
Over here. Jesus.
This is what you
hired
get
him?
when you pay people
I don't
in
think
booze.
is Misty mobile or can she
Is
move?
Misty mobile?
Misty's mobile.
Is
Misty is
Misty.
mobile.
Misty.
She's 100% mobile.
So this is
She's
not
like
a
now.
small
It's
task.
just a moment.
If anybody can see what is it going on here, this is not a small
This
task.
Yeah, this is not an easy production to pull off. But I just want to say thank you to everyone
Thank you for
who
watching.
helped out. Thank you to
Thank you for
Microshiners
coming to the
sponsor,
festival.
the Barrel Mill, with the Oak Infusion Spiral, and they're out of Avon, Minnesota. They produce barrels for everyone and anyone,
Hey, Mom.
but Oak Infusion Spirals.
Big shout
Barrel
out
Mill, thank you so much.
Big shout out to Big Match Media.
Big shout out to Big Match Media. Where's the Big Match
Big
Media?
Match Media, Junior Shirts here. That's what's
Big
going
Match
on right
Media,
here.
Thank you. Thank you, Big Match Media, for killing it today. And thank you also for these wonderful shirts that we are wearing, brought to you by Epic Images.
Yes.
Thank you.
Epic Images, located in Santa Rosa, 3100 Dutton Avenue.
And
Love
I
those
think
guys.
one message that we should share is that whenever you go shopping and you're about to buy a bottle of booze, if you have the opportunity to pick something local
100%.
instead, please do so. You are supporting a lot of hard
If you go into
workers.
Safeway, if you go into a Kroger, Giant Eagle, whatever,
There you go,
Albertsons. I'm from the Midwest, and you go, hey, like, okay, what's local?
Like, go to your small bottle shops.
Buy local.
Go to the distillery. Download the MicroFinder app. You want to find the local.
True.
MicroFinder.
MicroFinder app.
It's a MicroFinder.
It's MicroFinder.
MicroFinder.
MicroFinder?
Yes.
Yes,
Emily.
MicroFinder.
I didn't
Boom.
know.
But download that. Get your local distillery.
First
Boom.
chance.
But if you, in a safe way, half the places we talk today are locally. You can source them at a Safeway or something like that. But cheers, great point. It's been a lot of fun.
Love it.
It's like the Macy's Day Parade. It's been amazing.
Like the Macy's Day Parade / the Antique Roadshow.
Include alcohol.
Someone cut us off.
And we're cutting to commercial.
Love you guys.
Outro. Peace.
MicroShiner out.
Shout out to Misty.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with I can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. And thing sucks. In 5, 4, 3. That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
So what happened is I've been brewing beer, home brewing beer since like 99, 2000, so since before I was 21, which is cool because that's legal and not legal. So then I realized that nobody was really making whiskey or anything super fun in Southern California, and there really wasn't many distilleries in the first place. Yeah. You know, we had some beautiful whiskey coming out from Northern California, you know, from Charbet and a couple other places that were up in that area, but nobody was doing anything crazy down here. So my wife and I said, to hell with it, let's take a bunch of our beer recipes and convert them into spirits. I never wanted to be one of those distilleries that makes like 2 mash bills, you know, like corn and rye or whatever else. To me, that was always boring. Yeah. You know, you walk into a brewery and how many beers they usually have on tap? 10, 15, 20. We had 17 things available for tasting like 3 weeks ago, and I think we're down to 14. So all the barrels in the back are all pretty much something different. We've worked with over 30 breweries in Southern California, distilled probably 50 different styles of beer, 20 different styles of brandy, and everything's all aging pretty much in separate barrels. So it's fun.
Awesome. What's happening, people? This is San Diego Distillery's rum. Rum made from white cane sugar from Colombia. So that's why the Miami Vice thing is going on. I wonder what else Trent imports from Colombia. This rum is only made once a year. Trent barrel ages it and bottles it at cask strength. So this is actually 55% alcohol by volume. Nice molasses happening there, nice nose. The heat is happening in there, you know? It's like hot, a little bit. Definitely not like 110. It tastes more like 90. Killer stuff. So Trent makes this once a year in true small batch fashion. This is limited release and only sold in the tasting room. I'm a good man to have around the studio, you know what I'm saying? And I think my gums are going numb. I feel like I'm in Miami, you know? Trent, let me know when you get some of this other Colombian products brought in. Rum. Cheers, drink responsibly.